professional. Yo, goddamn it, you're muted, what? And daring, it's iconic. Cheese breaks, fade breaks, staying hydrated. It's Shorty time, she's a fucking delight. Trial watching, trials and tribulations. It's Camp Shorty calling all nations. What are you drinking? Shall we skip this part? Left or right-handed? Shit, she slid it to the start. She's a fucking professional. Yo, goddamn it, you're muted, what? And daring, it's iconic. Cheese breaks, fade breaks, staying hydrated. It's Shorty time, she's a fucking delight. Psychology corner, let's learn about stuff. New Miss Shorty music, calling their bluff. Best chat, best community, we've got the best mods. A safe, supportive sanctuary, full of fun and love. Rock out with your cats out, curse all you want. And here at Camp Shorty, we even say cunt. She's a fucking professional, you goddamn it. You're muted, what? And daring, it's iconic. Cheese breaks, fade breaks, staying hydrated. It's Shorty time, she's a fucking delight. Hey, Shorties, what's doing, y'all? Get in here, Shorties. Let's fucking go. Camp Shorty. Camp Shorty. Camp Shorty. Camp Shorty. Hear ye, they are not like us. Hear ye, they all be making a fuss. The crash daddies told us that the car did not hit, and Trooper Paul couldn't make any of the physics fit. Free Karen Reed, hashtags be flooding out our feed. Justice for Officer John O'Keefe. Free Karen Reed, hashtags be flooding out our feed. 'Cause we all know that Lexus don't have no teeth. It's obvious that Colin A was in that basement, but the MSP never even took his statement. 34 Fairview, the lawn is so small, but 11 people even saw nothing at all. Free Karen Reed, hashtags be flooding out our feed. Justice for Officer John O'Keefe. Free Karen Reed, hashtags be flooding out our feed. 'Cause we all know that Lexus don't have no teeth. Adam Lally, he drones on and on and on. Can never hold a candle to Alan Jackson. The pirouettes, bang bang, I'll fuck you up. The lending of the readers and the red solo cups. Free Karen Reed, hashtags be flooding out our feed. Justice for Officer John O'Keefe. Free Karen Reed, hashtags be flooding out our feed. 'Cause we all know that Lexus don't got no teeth. Juliana Nagel said she saw a black blob Along came Canton Lucky, he was just doing his job. He took the stand and he stood his ground. So tell us why that Ford Edge has never been found. 220 Tesla, she made that search. Hose along to die in cold, turtles even got merch. Was it raining then, or was it actually snowing? And what the fuck was Brian Higgins' white Jeep plowing? He's got no game, he made us all cringe. JJ McCabe, well she is clearly unhinged. Free Karen, hashtags be flooding out our feed. Justice for Officer John O'Keefe. McConkey, the apron, kill me now. High top tables, basketball, and a Frankenstein plow. 1210, crystal light, and the nether cracker. Get off my fucking lawn, Life 360 app tracker. Free Karen Reed, hashtags be flooding out our feed. Justice for Officer John O'Keefe. Free Karen Reed, hashtags be flooding out our feed. 'Cause we all know that Lexus ain't got no teeth. Free Karen Reed.
Hey, shorties. Hello, hello. What am I doing with my camera here? Hi, Buster. Good to see you. Hi. Hi, my goodness. Straight off the bat. Ah, Steph. Thank you so much, girl. Good to see you. That's better. Hey. And Buster. Wait. So much happening. So many moving parts. Streaming is dynamic. Wait. Higsies for the dogs. It'll be crunchy, but it won't be panty or up in my grill. How very 34 Fairview of me, right? Pig DNA. I wonder where that pig DNA might have come from. One for you, one for you. What else? Pammy also. Wait, did I click it? No. Great tune. Thank you so much, Pammy. You're both going in the draw. And Pammy, that kicks off our all super chats and super stickers go directly to Karen's Defense Fund. Directly. Last week, thank you so much, shorties. Last week, we raised $110. Oh my goodness, the crunching. We raised $110 and then Mr. Joseph Kain put in the extra 90 to raise it up to $200 directly to Karen's Defense Fund. That's on my community tab if you don't believe me. Right, it's called posts these days. Hang on, let me start a new tally. Wait. It's a moving thing we're doing here. Pammy. Oh my goodness, it's got no lines. That's fine. Oh my goodness. We're such professionals. It's me. Hi, I'm a professional. Pammy. 5. And I see more stuff going on here. Nicholas Ticklus. Didn't get in first this time. That's okay, Nick. Hi, Nick. Good to see you. Thank you. Let me play a soundbite. I think we can do better than 200 this week, right? Now that oh, what's going on here? Why are we on Sideshow Alley? Did I do that? Yikes. I can't imagine I did that, but it's possible. Hang on. What are we doing? Let me get a universal this.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
Haven't even got my earbuds in. What am I even doing with my life? Dynamic. But we started on time, so I'm gonna call that success. Okay. Let me just double check that I've got podcast mic. Boom. Winning at life. Thank you all for being here. What are we doing tonight? Top 10 Jackson Zingers. Wow. So many to choose from. And life artist. Wait. Steph again. Thanks, Steph. And life artist. Thank you. The crunching. Oh, here, let me do another one. And so many videos. How? It's a Saturday over there. It's Sunday here. Happy weekend wherever you are. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you are. So we have top 10 Jackson Zingers. I think we're going to have to do a top 10 Alessi, right? I'm going to say hello to a few people. Life artist, hi. Thanks, hi. Ava's mom. So glad to be here with like-minded people with scruples, right? Ahimsa, hi. Maybe someone in Australia or Scotland can adopt me so I can have healthcare for my illness. That is my wish. Poppy and Buster will adopt you. I will adopt you. I'll swapsies you. I don't care about my health. Princey can't figure out how to buy a membership. So Princey, if you go to, you're on a tablet, right? Somebody's going to have to explain this one. You have to go click the link and then go through your browser. Maybe somebody could, one of the other mods could, or even Princey, you could do the link, do membership, and it will something. It'll work. The last name was gifted from Princey. It just says my name. Whoa. I feel you, Steph. This pen isn't going to work on a piece of paper, though. Princey. We're going to do the draw tonight also for last weekend's Super Chat raffle. So not only do all Super Chats and Super Stickers go in the draw for... No, wait. Not only do all Super Stickers and Super Chats go directly, 100%, all of them, to Karen's Defense Fund, but you also go in the draw for next weekend's Pick Any Top from the merch store. Here I'm wearing a top from the merch store. Miss Shorty, Bold and Mysterious, Made in UK picked this one for her top. So yay. But all Super Chats, Super Stickers, buy me a coffee. There's a QR code up the corner, top corner. Gifted memberships. Some moving parts right now. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Yes, we have all of them. All go in the draw for next weekend to pick something off the merch store. Pretty cool, huh? Mr. Meat Hook won last weekend. Who else won? Who won before that? Holly Street. Holly Street, you got gifted a membership last night, so that's pretty cool. Thanks, Matilda. Oh, my goodness. It's lucky I'm do it, right? If you haven't checked out my short, the Do It, oh, no, it's out there. I can't play it on this live stream because it's got music, but maybe we'll play another clip from my channel tonight. One or two. Oh, my goodness. Are we ever... Oh, my God. I just drew in the wrong pen again. Did you see my ADHD streams last night? I'm feeling that in my bones right now. Matilda, thank you. So we're up to $30. Do it. $30 for Karen. Karen's Defense Fund. Who else is here? Pammy's here. Hi. Thank you for your super chat. Ava's mom. I said, hi. Hi, Debbie. Good to see you. My favorite saying from court this week, do it. And he says, I'd love that. Same. Like, oh, no. I'd love that, right? So much. Hey, members, we have 2 new emotes in the chat. We already had BYE, Big Unetti Energy, right? We now have Big Alessi Energy, Bay. Thanks, what the fuck, for that one. Here she is. Hi. Good one. And also BJE for Big Jackson Energy. So the BAE, Alessi, is green. The BYE is yellow. And the BJE is blue. Sav's here. I said hi to Princey. Hi. I've got to get to the bottom. Hi, Red Medal. Good to see you. I'm so far behind. Kathy, hi. Oh, my goodness. The pen thing is going to do my head in. Kathy, I'm so glad you made a live. I know you were upset that you missed last night's lives, but here we are. Yes, the big one, the one that counts. I mean, they all count. Oops, I just put in the wrong one. Yikes. Ay. Why am I like this? Not sure. Hi, Maiden. Do you like the top? It's pretty cool, huh? So small, that one is. Hi, Mama G. Good to see you. There they are. Alessi Jackson. Right. Finally, a live stream that isn't garbage this morning. Good. I'm glad we're not garbage. Consummate professionals. We are professionals. Hi, Robin. Good to see you. Hi, Joey. Good to see you. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Akasha, hi. Good to see you. Man, when Hanky Stanky said that shit, I types do it so many times in the Defense Diaries chat, and then he said it, and I was like, fuck yeah. And then realized I was yelling to myself at work. I listen to most of my YouTubes in my ears while I'm at work, and the number of times I'm like, yeah, oh, fuck no. And my workmates are like, what? I'm like, earbuds. It's like, trial stuff. Oh, I wish I was a Leslie's girl. Yes, same. Nick Francis can't fathom that anyone could find a Leslie very fulsome and, dare I say, full-throatedly, completely and holistically sexy as fuck. I love your handle. I said full-throated for a reason. I know it sounds weird, but wait. Got a lot of this.
I mean, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad. No, we'll just do it one more time.
To dismiss, which I think is going to be pretty full-throated. The court indicated that it wanted us to file our motion to dismiss, I think, by the 11th, which is in.
EDB, always amazing. Always amazing. So, oh my goodness, 16 minutes in. I also have ADHD. Same. I think a lot of us do. Micah's here. Amber's here. Yes. Big Liza energy is. Yes. We will get a Liza emote also. We can't, like, obviously. She will have a different look, I think, but maybe it could be in pink, but then it will look like the LOL one. We'll see. Hi, Steph. Have I said hi? Yes. Thanks for the gift of memberships. Let me get down to the bottom of the chat. Hi, Laura. Lovely to see you. Right? That's a good point. Oh my goodness, I almost put you in a timeout, Amber. Jesus Louises, imagine. I think that song in lyrics. Jessie's girl is now, I wish I was a Leslie's girl. Sorry, Nick, settle down. I think it is jealousy. We still love you. Lol, full-throated, Emily, love, 1010. That's how it happened. I love that. So thank you all for being here. Before we kick off, have you hit the like? Please. You can do thumbs down if you want. Same. And replay crew, while I try to put all of the comments on screen, if you would like to watch the live chat replay on your handheld device, all you need to do, hi Buster, is swipe left on the comment tab. And thank you, Amber. You will get the option to view the live chat replay instead. So that, if you want to, our chat is always informed, fun. We take this stuff seriously, but we don't take ourselves too seriously. You, mate, I reckon you're on the AJ horse, Nick. AJ's amazing. Hi, Lynn. Good to see you. Hi, Vixie. Good to see you. Here's my Venmo. We have Venmo. Yes. Thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. So Venmo's, it's rather convoluted. Venmo's, PayPal's, and Cash Apps go to paying the mods. It's the super chats and the super stickers. You know what though? Tonight, all of it. If you do PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, super chat, super sticker, all to Karen Reed. Deal? Deal. Love. 1010. And thank you, Matilda, for sorting out our stream elements so that it's reflective of, sorry, one of the dogs is choking on a pig's ear over there. Lovely. Reflective of our updated situation with everything. Kimbers. Oh my goodness. Wait. 2 months. Looking lovely, girlfriend. Thank you. I've got my fake ponytail in because my hair is like a very thin. Fine. It's fine. And thank you, Princey. Yes. Feel free to rock out with your caps out. I'll allow it. if you would like to use all caps in Camp Shorty, you are more than welcome to. It doesn't distract me. It doesn't feel like yelling to me. It can be quite liberating for you all. So go for it. Just make sure you turn your caps lock off when you leave the chat, because yikes, don't do that in other chats. But let them all hang out here. Rock out with your caps out. Cash App, there it is. Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo, all Camp Shorty. Easy peasy. One more thing before we get going. Goodness gracious, one more thing. Do it. So, what was I going to say? Forgot. Oh, replay crew, everybody, after the stream, if there's anything you think we've missed, if you have any other zingers you'd like to add to the conversation, anything, comments, please leave a comment after the stream has ended. It really helps get our stuff, Camp Shorty, out into the YouTube algorithm. It really does. I will try to reply back to you, all of you. And we can, that tells YouTube, oh, people like this. They're enjoying this. We'll suggest it to more people. So that's helpful. There it is. 100% of all super chats and super stickers, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Karen. Hi, James. Good to see you. Did I miss you? Hi, James. Hello from Boston, Corruptachusetts. Joey, are we ready? Hi, Bussy. Bussy's ready. He says, shall we go? Oh, wait, I've got a precursor. Before we go to 10.
Today.
Before we go to 10. So Joey, no countdown yet. Just one thing. One little thing that didn't make it to the top 10, but I think it might be helpful. We shall see. If I didn't do it, it's the same every time. I'm going to be like, oh, wait, how do I do this? And then I'm going to check. Okay. Thank you for being here. This is exciting. I love these top 10s. New format. Who dis? It's frustrating because it's not right there. Hang on, let me scroll a little bit. There it is, down the bottom. That's not very helpful because... Okay, so we're going to feature a fair few videos from the Trial channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do. Amazing, defluffed, time-stamped, streamlined trials, including all of Karen's trial and others. Version 1, I'm sure they'll do a version 2. Friend of the channel, hit subscribe. This isn't from the Trial channel. This is Court and Crime with Tia. Let me just make sure you can see that. So this is not number 10. This is pre. It's like a pre-trial motion. Hang on, let me max that out. Make sure it's not on crazy fast because I watch things on 2x speed. Nope, it's on normal. Shall we do closed captions? We'll see. Let's go.
During the jury deliberations in the Karen Reed trial, Ahhhbjection did not back down.
Oh, that wasn't
me. He made it clear to Judge Beverly Cannoni that he didn't care how things are typically done in Massachusetts courts. What he cared about was whether the poorly drafted verdict form was appropriate. Let's face it, you've got to love his style of putting this biased judge in her place. This trial ultimately ended in a mistrial, and, unsurprisingly, the jurors had issues and confusion regarding the verdict form. What's truly astonishing is that the judge admitted she was too tired to make corrections to the form. If she's too tired to do her job, what is she doing presiding over a high-profile case? In the first part of this clip, you can even hear Ahhhbjection repeat her words about her being tired. I think he did this to emphasize just how ludicrous it is for a judge to be too tired to ensure things are done correctly.
Right.
Ahhhbjection is undeniably one of the most exceptional criminal defense attorneys in the nation. His career has been defined by his ability to navigate some of the most challenging and high-profile cases with precision and skill. Known for his commanding courtroom presence and sharp legal acumen, Jackson has built a reputation as a lawyer who not only takes on difficult cases but wins them. As a former assistant head deputy in the Major Crimes Division of the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office, Jackson gained recognition for his work prosecuting some of California's most infamous cases. One of his most notable achievements was securing a murder conviction in the trial of music producer Phil Spector, a case that captured international attention and solidified Jackson's status as a formidable prosecutor. After shifting to private practice, Jackson's success only grew. His ability to achieve results without the need for lengthy trials is a hallmark of his expertise. A prime example was his defense of a Venice Beach hotel owner accused of murder, where he secured an exoneration at the preliminary hearing stage, an almost unheard of accomplishment in cases of this magnitude. This outcome underscored Jackson's ability to outmaneuver his opponents with strategy and precision, saving his clients the ordeal of prolonged court proceedings. Jackson's influence reaches far beyond the courtroom. He has represented clients from all walks of life, including Hollywood celebrities, professional athletes, billionaire executives, and international dignitaries. In one particularly high-profile case, he defended an heir to a foreign royal family against accusations of sexual misconduct. Through a thorough and exhaustive investigation, Jackson uncovered critical evidence that led to the dismissal of all charges, protecting his client's reputation on a global scale. But it's not just his courtroom victories that define Jackson. He's also an influential figure in the legal community, frequently appearing on national news platforms to provide expert commentary on complex criminal cases. Additionally, his role as an adjunct professor at Pepperdine and Loyola law schools allows him to pass on his knowledge to future generations of legal professionals, ensuring that his legacy extends well beyond his own cases. In recent months, Jackson has been a pivotal figure in the Karen Read trial, where his presence in the courtroom has sparked significant discussion. Jackson, alongside esteemed attorneys Elizabeth Little and David Yannetti, has brought a level of skill and professionalism to the defense team that has been impossible to ignore. However, Judge Beverly Cannoni's demeanor throughout the trial has raised eyebrows. It has become increasingly apparent that Judge Cannoni holds a noticeable bias against Karen Read's defense team. Observers have noted her impatience when the defense raises valid arguments, while consistently granting objections in favor of the prosecution. Could this behavior stem from feeling overwhelmed or intimidated by having such highly skilled attorneys like Jackson, Little, and Yannetti in her courtroom? Throughout the trial, it almost seemed as though Judge Cannoni was working to shield the prosecution and its witnesses from intense scrutiny.
Yes, Tia, yes.
This perceived bias has led many to question her impartiality, especially as her rulings often seem designed to undercut the defense's case. Her attitude toward the defense attorneys, marked by visible frustration and impatience, has become a focal point of criticism, with many wondering if her actions reflect an effort to protect the prosecution's narrative. This brings us to a broader question about the integrity of the judicial process in high-profile cases. When a judge appears to favor one side over the other, it undermines public confidence in the fairness of the trial. In the Karen Read case, this bias has not gone unnoticed, and it raises important questions about the challenges defense attorneys face when they go up against not only the prosecution but also a potentially partial judge. And now, we would love to hear from you all. First, do you believe Judge Cannoni's behavior indicates a clear bias?
Yes.
Or could there be another explanation for her demeanor in the courtroom?
No.
Second, how important is a judge's impartiality in cases as significant as Karen Read's, and what impact do you think it has on the outcome? Finally, do you think the presence of high-caliber attorneys like Alan Jackson puts pressure on judges to the point where it affects their decisions? And this brings us to the end of today's video. Thanks for watching, take care, and stay safe.
Thank you, Tia. Court and Crime with Tia. Give her a subscribe. So that wasn't number 10. We start our countdown now, only like 300 years into the live stream. So, Joey, and also chat, let me clarify. I won't say it anymore because I have been saying, did we do it? Did we get the countdown timing? Because when I have to be in another tab other than StreamYard to make sure I swap to the next tab. So I never see it. I never see it. However, I have watched back a few of the countdown transitions. Mwah, chef's kiss, Joey. My bad. I should have checked it sooner. I see it works very well. It lasts for about 3 seconds. We've got this. Teamwork makes the dream work. Chloe Albert says, yay, lost you, but I'm back. Fantastic. So, I will still say Joey, but on my one, okay? I'm not ready yet. So we're going to number 10. Are we ready? Chat, let's fucking do this. Joey, let's fucking do this. Free Karen Reed. 3, 2, 1. Oh.
You talked about the injuries to the right side.
Oh my God.
Correct?
Oh my
You
God.
noted that those injuries appeared to be
Stop.
scratches.
Stop. What's
That's your
happening?
word, not mine, right? Correct.
Oh my goodness. What's happening?
You
Stop.
didn't say that those were blunt force trauma.
Joey, what's happening? It's on a loop. Oh. Can we stop that? Oh my goodness, I jinxed it. I jinxed it. I jinxed it. Are we good? Let's listen. The sound is terrible. Unfortunately, it's a bit tinny. This one is from the trial channel. Give them a subscribe. Let's go.
You didn't say that there were abrasions.
Scratches and abrasions, in my point of view, seem to go hand in hand.
But the word
None of the other trial footage on the trial channel is tinny like this. It's just this one. So bear with us.
you used was scratches.
Yes, they were like furrows down.
Say that again?
Furrows, if you will, for lack of a better term. Just.
I don't understand that word.
So if you remove something,
Yes.
like you create a furrow in the skin, is that?
Furrows.
Yes, there you go. Sorry, excuse my accent.
No. I'm on your turf.
Fair enough.
It's my accent. I'm so sorry. Boy, that one. Oh, it's gonna be a meme somewhere.
Hey, my cousin Vinnie.
Yeah, got it. All right.
Pause. I do have a short with that in my Justice for John O'Keefe playlist of shorts and videos. So I've got a few shorts there, maybe 15 or so. That's one of them. Shall we watch it again? It's pretty endearing. Let me just check what the timestamp is and we'll go back. Minus all those 10s. Yikes. Sorry about the sound. Like I said, bear with this one. Is the volume up? Yes.
You talked about the injuries to the right side of his arm, correct? You noted that those injuries appeared to be scratches.
Yes.
That's your word, not mine, right?
Correct.
You didn't say that those were blunt force trauma.
No.
You didn't say that they were abrasions.
Scratches and abrasions, in my
Furrows.
point of view, seem to go hand in hand.
But the word that you used was scratches.
Yes, they were like furrows.
Furrows.
Say that again?
Furrows, if you will,
Furrows.
for lack of a better term. Just.
I don't understand that word.
So if you remove something,
Yes.
like you create a furrow in the skin, is that?
Furrows.
Yes, there you go. Sorry, excuse my accent.
No. I'm on your turf.
Fair enough.
It's my accent. I'm so sorry. Boy, that one. Oh, it's gonna be a meme somewhere.
Hey, my cousin Vinnie.
Yeah, got it. All right.
All right. So that was great. And before we move on, thank you. Hi, Disney Nerd. Good to see you. And this Disney Nerd says, I'm late and behind, but I wanted to send some love. You know what? That's sending some love to Karen because 100% of all super chats and super stickers, PayPal, Venmo, and Cash App. So, Joey, you'll need to please take note of what Cash Apps or Venmos or I'll check the PayPals come through because PayPal's in my end. Joey's got the Venmo and the Cash App because we don't have that in Australia. We'll add that to the totals. So Disney Nerd, lovely. Thank you so much for your $2 holla and gorgeous. Wait, same pen, different pen. So confusing. You go in the draw for next week's merch draw. Pretty cool. We'll do the draw maybe halfway through this countdown for last weekend. Yes. Better play a sound effect. Yikes. Now my mouse is gone. No, I'm not doing it. And then we'll move on to hopefully just one number 9.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
Okay, dokie. Oh, wait, one more thing. Cha-ching. Beautiful. Okay, so Lois is here. Good evening, Lois. Everybody loves cocks. That's usually for Jim, but we'll say it for you too because it's kind of fun. Cute. Lois Cox, hey friend, says Kimbers. Beautiful. Thank you, Princey. Beady-eyed, very beady-eyed. Elizabeth, thank you so much. Also you. Same in the drawer. Thank you for your $5 holla. If you don't watch Defense Diaries, that's a Defense Diaries thing, and it's kind of funny. I love. So our total now for Karen is up to 5, 20, 30, 37. Good work, shorties. Great work. Love it. Love that. We're gonna run rings around last week's $200 donation. I can feel it in my bones. So. Shall we do number 9? I've never seen a video on loop before, Joey. That was kind of clever of you. I'm not sure how you did it, but good one. We're really emphatically doing number 10, but this time let's just slide into number 9. Just one. Did I write? Oh my goodness, there's so many pens, so many things to write on. Elizabeth, you're in the drawer as well. Thank you so much for next week's merch. In the cup, in the Shorty cup. If you haven't checked the merch store, check it out. All proceeds from the merch store go to paying our beautiful mod squad. Joey, on my 1, just one on my 1, okay? 3, 2, 1.
Does that refresh your recollection as to what you said before the grand jury in April of 2022?
Yes, but you didn't read the whole quote though.
Right.
We did it.
The whole quote is the following. Question. So the female you had never met before, is that fair to say? Answer. No, I've never met her or seen her before, period. Maybe once, but I don't think I've ever had a conversation with her. That was the entire quote, correct?
That's the entire quote. Yes, that's not what you read earlier, but yes.
Well, what I read earlier was, I've never met or seen her before. Those words came out of your mouth, correct?
That's not my whole sentence. No.
You said, I've never met or seen her before, and then you said, maybe once, but I've never had a conversation with her, I don't think.
Right. That's my sentence.
Okay, so which is it, Mr. Albert? What were you saying? Were you saying you met her and had a conversation with her? Or were you saying, I've never met or seen her before? Which one of those two things was true?
I was saying that I met her maybe once.
Actually, what you said was, I've never met her or seen her before. Your words, not my words, sir. Isn't that right?
No, because in the next sentence, I say, I met her maybe once.
So you literally changed your testimony within your own testimony.
Objection.
No, can you answer that, Mr. Albert?
I believe I qualified my first sentence with his second sentence.
So what changed between the first sentence, where you indicated unequivocally, I've never met or seen her before, and the second sentence when you said, maybe once?
I'm not sure what I was thinking at the time that I said that.
Isn't it true, Mr. Albert, not only had you met Miss Reed, but you had spent several hours with Karen Reed and John O'Keefe 6 days before this incident. Isn't that true?
No.
In fact, on January 22nd, 2022, 6 days before January 28th, you socialized with Karen Reed at the Hillside bar for several hours, didn't you?
I was at the Hillside bar the week prior, yes.
It was a Saturday night, correct?
Yes.
You were at the bar.
Vixie,
yes.
Several other folks at the bar, correct?
And thank
Several
you.
people, yes.
I'll pull it up in
That
a sec.
included Chris Albert, your brother.
Yes.
A guy named Tim Daly.
Yes.
D-A-I-L-Y, is that right?
Hey, Buster.
I'm not sure how to spell his last name.
Julie Albert was there.
Yes.
Jen McCabe was there.
Yes.
Matt McCabe was there.
Yes.
Dunkel.
John O'Keefe was there.
Yes, he was.
And Karen Reed was there. correct?
Yes, she was.
In fact, Your Honor, may I approach?
Yes.
Yes.
To take a look
Let me just check.
at a photograph. Just look at that to yourself for a
Couple
second.
more minutes of this one, number 9.
I was at the Hillside Bar the week prior. Yes.
It was a Saturday night, correct?
Yes.
Or not. YouTube's
You were
fucking.
at the bar.
Let's call that done. I'm sure there was more zingers with Brian Albert and Alan Jackson. I know, thank you, Princey, gave me a bunch more timestamps, but we've got a lot to get through. Thank you so much, Princey, for those clips and timestamps. And also, What the Fuck gave me a very kindly recorded a clip for me that I couldn't access because NBC 10 Boston isn't available in Australia. So last minute, thank you so much, What the Fuck. And thank you, Joey, for forwarding all of those timestamps from Princey on to me. Amazing. Teamwork makes the dream work. Hey, you're already on the list. $5. Thank you so much. Well, £5, euros, pounds, but we'll call them dollars, US dollars. Thank you. Miss Vixie, you're also in the draw for next week.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
But how about I take it and then give it to Karen Reid's Defense Fund? Yes, I love that for us. The face of pure evil, right? Yes, pure, got you. Liar, liar, pants on fire, says Kathy. Correct. Yes. The way he says yes is wild. Hi, Laura. Dunkel. Yes, I think that's a Stephism. This. Thanks, Matilda. 100% of all super chats and super stickers, plus Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. Yes, Camp Shorty has those 3 things now. All of it to Karen's Defense Fund. Thank you. You can do a direct donation if you like also. We raised $200 last week. So this week, let's see if we can get more. Hi, Dave T. Good to see you. Hi, Stan. Good to see you. All of the old friends, all of our friends, Camp Shorty friends coming back. The other Jules, you just got gifted a membership, love. Amazing. Hey, all, just joining. Ugh, this guy. Right. Never fear. We don't have any other Brian Alberts to watch tonight. So we're done. We're done here. Now, Joey, we've never had the looping number problem before. It looks a little different this time. I'm hoping that we can iron out that wrinkle because it worked every other time. So fingers crossed, huh? Because we are professionals here. Let's see if we can make it happen. Teamwork makes the dream work. Buster's going to help. But let me just check something. Wait. No countdown yet, Joey. I have a news clip to play. Thank God for my remarkable and my notes. Well, this I stumbled across, and y'all might not have seen it. I'm playing it early so that we can get our outrage and our what the fuck out of the way. It's only a 2-minute news clip. Tell me if you've seen it before. Not a countdown, Joey. Not number 8, okay? Share this tab instead. This fucking guy. I don't know. It feels a lot like anyway, tell me what you think, chat.
Throughout this 2-month trial,
Not this guy,
Karen
the
Reid
next guy.
and her family, they regularly spoke. Throughout this 2-month trial, Karen Reid and her family, they regularly spoke with reporters outside the courthouse. But Officer John O'Keefe's friends and family, they have remained largely silent until now.
Badge number.
For the past 2 years, Brendon Kain has worn a baseball cap with John O'Keefe's badge number printed on the front and his initials on the back.
And how often do you wear it? Constantly.
Kain says he and O'Keefe met at the age of 4, and along with O'Keefe's younger brother, Paul, all grew up together on the same street in Braintree. Kain says O'Keefe was in his wedding party, and that at O'Keefe's funeral, he helped carry his casket.
The last time I saw him was about 3 weeks before he passed. We actually went to a Bruins game together. My wife and I, and he and Karen.
Kain says that was the one and only time he met Karen Reid, and that he never saw or heard about any trouble in the couple's relationship.
Steal
I
yourself.
feel like I was fooled.
By whom?
I'm sorry, what?
By Karen.
Kain says he started to have suspicions even before Reid was arrested. He says he never believed Reid's defense story that someone else killed his friend and that police covered it up.
There's no evidence There's absolutely no evidence to support the false narrative that they spread across the internet.
Kain sat with family members during several days of the trial and watched the rest of it on TV. He says police were faced with a challenging crime scene covered in snow, but could have handled the case better.
Michael Proctor could have written text messages that he didn't know would go public, that he regrets sending.
Word salad. What are you saying, champ?
That does not nullify the evidence that says that
Kathy?
Johnny was hit by Alexis.
O'Keefe's friends and family are now preparing themselves for a second trial, including the possibility that it might be moved to another part of the state. Kain says he hopes that the next jury will see the story differently.
What the fuck?
The real story is a simple one. It is a simple, uninteresting story. And it doesn't get clicks, it doesn't get views, it doesn't get ratings. The conspiracy, this false narrative of a cover-up, that's what gets attention.
Brendon Kain says one thing will definitely be different during a second trial of Karen Read. He says he and other friends and family of John O'Keefe will be speaking out a lot more often.
That I found that and I was like, okay, I love the cap. No, we're going to say no to that. I love the cap. I love the sentiment. And then he started talking. I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? Hey, Jim Cox is here. Hi, Jim Cox. Everybody loves Cox. You and your female compadre, Lois Cox. We've got double Cox in the house. Hi, Jim. Good to see you. Thank you for being here, everyone. So that, wow. I mean, just wow. Just wow. Yes, Pammy. Right, Jules? Disney Nerd says, science and physics don't fucking like you, dirtbag. We are outraged. Good find. I know. Because I was Googling, like, I think like a YouTube searched Alan Jackson, Karen Read. I don't think I put zingers, but maybe. And that was one of the things I was like, do you know Plevin, sir? Channel 5 sucks. No, be mad. Be mad. Be mad. Yes, he bags douche colors. Holly, don't forget you're in green now, girl. You can use those members only emotes. We must all be stupid then because we all believe the conspiracy. So here's the thing with the conspiracy. I mean, obviously, it doesn't need 75 moving parts. What it needs is that core group of people and that one link, that one happenstance or by design link of disgraced Mr. Michael Proctor to tie it all in. And then people who owe people favors, people who have got shit on other people, people who have a distorted or malaligned moral compass. Suddenly everybody's buying in because they're all complicit, right? They're all complicit. Throw in a sprinkling of taillight fairy, solo cups, red solo cups, and Stop and Shop bags, and bingo, conspiracy completely enmeshed. And here we are. Add in the complicitness of the Norfolk County DA's office. Okay, okay, Brendon. Jim Cox says, submissives love giving in to whatever the authorities tell them. Yes, Cox for everybody. Bravo, here. So, what gets attention is the truth. Get the fuck out of here, right, Dave? Right? I agree, Nick. Friends and family of John O'Keefe, Officer John O'Keefe, let him down. It's the people who never met him that are battling for justice on his behalf. Right? Right? Right. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I'm trying to be more professional. How are we going so far? Cox? Hi, did someone say Cox? I think it's with an X in this situation, but yeah. Stan says, I remember the night I heard the report for the first time. I said, what the fuck? Then later, the feds and Turtle Boy and his lockup because they didn't want any news out, right? It's just been outrageous from beginning to end. People who don't want a kid to go to jail. There it is, Amber. We all know one person who tells stories and other people who just believe it. Right. Been there, done that. It's wild. They don't have to actively know it's bullshit. They just have to have a little curiosity and a following kind of a mindset. Mama She, hi. Oh, I'm so late. Hello all. No, we've spent a lot of time. Hi, it's me. Spent a lot of time chit-chatting. And we're only up to we're up to number 8 next. So you have not missed much at all, Dal. Gerda, hi. Hi. What scares me is that there is no one stopping all this shit going on, right? And colors, thank you. Don't forget to hit the like. Bingo. Amen. Thank you. I just did a Bev sigh. Ugh. Maiden says, what a tangle web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Absolutely. Shall we go on to number 8? I'm so far behind in the chat. Standard. Yay! Yes. 45 minutes in, 50 minutes in. Time blindness. Yes, it's real. Lots to talk about though, right? Okay. Let me pull up, bitch. No. Let me pull up my next tab. And Mr. Joseph Kain, are you ready with number 8? Please and thank you, sir. On my 1, 3, 2, 1. An 8-minute clip.
That Lieutenant Fanning was in this circumstance. And she said that he was the, quote, commander of the extensive security operations that this case has required.
Let me check.
Period.
Full stop. So yes, pretrial motions. 2 weeks ago, obviously, AJ's going to be.
It does not say he has access to or control over the jurors.
It says that
and
he has.
I'm just going to stop you. I'll let you finish in a minute.
Okay.
Mr. Yannetti, as a Massachusetts practicing lawyer, knows that the court officers are in charge of the jurors. Go ahead.
Yes,
Mr.
Kathy.
If there is a commander of the extensive security operations over the entire case, there is, Your Honor, no greater security operation than securing the jurors. That is sacrosanct. It's paramount among the security operations that the court embraces. And we were told, I didn't make it up, Ms. McLaughlin told us, we were told he was the commander, not part of a security operation that was outside the court, not part of a security operation that helped parking cars or making sure that citizens got in and out of the courtroom appropriately. We were told he was the commander of the extensive security operations in this case. It is reasonable to conclude from that statement that Fanning was either directly in charge of the jurors, which the court is now telling me he wasn't. Again,
you were told that at sidebar that day by Ms. McLaughlin.
No, we were not. We were told.
I have the transcript.
Well, Your Honor, what we were told is what his title was. Commander of the extensive security operations of the court. So we reasonably concluded that he was either directly in charge of the jurors or in charge of the people who were in charge of security of the jurors. But we were never allowed the opportunity to find out exactly what his role was because the court didn't take evidence, refused our request at the time in good faith. Both Mr. Yannetti and I asked the court to take evidence from Lieutenant Fanning. The court
I think it was
declined.
Ms. Little.
I'm sorry?
I think it was Ms. Little who asked me to.
And what was the court's response? The court's response was to decline that invitation. We didn't take any evidence, which would have drawn down on the issue, so I wouldn't have to make reasonable conclusions. I would actually have the information. So, of course, that's one of the issues that is attendant to our motion to dismiss, because it seems...
I'm going to pause. And say, Lois. Lois, are you being serious? You have the transcript? Snitches won't get stitches on this one. That's wild. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Why am I like this?
Wildly inappropriate. Here's what we do know about Lieutenant Fanning. Once his name was uttered, here's what we did know. He's among the troopers that is one of Michael Proctor's supervisors. He interviewed several prosecution witnesses who testified at trial against Miss Reed, including Laura Sullivan, Marietta Sullivan, Bridget Meehan, Heather Maxson. He interviewed all
No,
of them.
don't be sorry. My
And
bad.
took part in those interviews. Lieutenant Fanning was at the defendant's home and seized her cell phone in January of 2024, just months before the trial began. Lieutenant Fanning was included on the text chain where Trooper Proctor said he was going through my client's phone looking for nudes. And then his name comes up at sidebar as the commander of the extensive security operations attendant to this case, and he's the source report to whom something was reported about juror misconduct. When you couple those two things together, that he's the commander of security and a person who supposedly, through hearsay, overheard a juror making statements about the case, and they have an entire myriad of individuals to whom they could report it. They report it to Fanning, and then Fanning reports it to the court officer who reports it to the court. It is not unreasonable to conclude that he was at least within the orbit of the security operations governing the jurors, which is exactly why we put it in our papers. And without additional information clarifying that, we have no way of knowing that he wasn't involved or didn't have any direct access to the jurors.
Yes.
He didn't. And that's a fact that everybody can agree on. But when we heard the information, the only reasonable conclusion we had, given the fact that he was the source of the information and he was defined as the commander of security over the entire case, not part of the case, the entire case, which includes the jury, that is a reasonable conclusion.
So you signed your affidavit 2 weeks ago.
So I'm aware we watched this last week with Bev, but it's worth repeating given how cranky he is. Don't worry, plenty more Jackson, fresh Jackson, smooth as butter.
When you already knew that he did not have any access to the jurors.
No, I didn't.
Hey, Eric, good to see
Signed
you.
and sworn under the pains and penalties of
Thank you for being
perjury
here.
this 21st day of February 2025.
Correct. On February 21st, 2025, we were still at the first time that it was mentioned that he had absolutely no access to the jurors. He never had any contact with the jurors is when we received our responsive documents from the opposition from the Commonwealth. In that document, they mentioned he never had any direct access. He didn't have indirect access. They make these claims with no verification, by the way, no declaration, no supporting evidence, no declaration from the attorneys who filed the opposition. That's the first time someone actually took the position that he had absolutely no access to any of the jurors, direct or indirect. So when we filed our papers, the information that I just told the court is the information we were working from.
I will let you move on. I can tell you, I'm really not satisfied with your answer, Mr. Jackson. Well, put it this way. Let's say it this way.
We're getting there to
So,
that one, Jim.
Now that you know that he had absolutely no access to the jury, what's the nature of the conflict? How is your client's right to a fair trial jeopardized?
Is
Now
there
that you
evidence
know it's not true.
Is there evidence? My question to the court is there evidence that he had absolutely no access, either direct or indirect, with any of the jurors? I don't know that to be true. I mean, I take the court at its word, obviously, clearly.
Jim, this is from like 2 weeks ago, those two pretrial motions that were consecutive days. Yeah.
We will move on from that, Mr. Jackson. We'll move on from that. So,
well, the court's asking what is our evidence of, or what's our indication of the impropriety of him being the person that actually reported this misconduct and ultimately leading to the exclusion of a very, very defense-friendly witness. I'm sorry, defense-friendly.
How's that better?
Juror, or presumably a defense-friendly juror, and knowing at the same time that he was intimately involved in the prosecution of my client. That's the reason, because he was at least within the orbit of commanding, according to Ms. McLaughlin, commanding the extensive security services over this case. And he ends up, just ironically, who knew? He ends up being the source of the information that got that juror removed. That's awfully coincidental, Your Honor. And yes, that's the foundation on which we built our argument that shouldn't have happened. He certainly never, ever should have had any access even in the orbit of the jurors directly or indirectly, and the court never even inquired as to why he was the one receiving the report. Why Lieutenant Fanning, of all people, who then reports it to the court officer, who then reports it to the court, who then removes the juror. That's an awfully straight line.
It is,
between Lieutenant Fanning, who has an interest in this case, and the removal of a juror. That's improper in our view. And that's why we put it in the papers, and that's why we argued it the way we did. Because we were working off of extremely reasonable beliefs based on information that was provided to us at sidebar in the court's presence.
All right, so that's your answer to my question.
That's my answer.
May I have a moment to confer with counsel?
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Yannetti, you can do whatever you like, sir. So that the rest is pure trial stuff. Oh, no, wait. Maybe there's one little zinger from very recently. If you know, you know. Dang right, it's improper. It's a straight line from Fanning to the juror, right? Camp Shorty has a chair dance team too, right? Chair dancing is the fucking rage. Bev don't give a rat's ass. Facts. Micah says the fact that Auntie Bev doesn't even place any value on maintaining any appearance of any impropriety is what drives me wild. That's unethical, Bev. Right? Yikes. So, well, shall we head to the next one?
Shawty, swing my way. Swing it over here, shawty.
Well,
I'm hoping we can do number 7 with a number, Joey. Fingers crossed. StreamYard's being a little bitch tonight, apparently. Very frustrating when we're professionals here. But, however, shall we go to number 7? Chat, Joey, on my 1. 3, 2, 1. I'm just crossing my fingers from back here. I jinxed it before.
Have you ever seen this?
Oh, what's
No,
what we got? Whoa.
Just above the
1.5.
arrow. With permission, maybe highlight or magnify the area just above the arrow.
Okay.
You see that?
yes, I do.
Right underneath fire hydrant, correct?
Correct.
What does that look
Those
like? to you?
captions doesn't want to play today.
Piece of plastic.
It's debris, correct?
Correct.
All right. Can we go back with the court's permission to exhibit 87?
Okay.
Diagram 3. You see the fire hydrant?
Yes.
Fire hydrant's right there, correct?
Correct.
I'm just going to pause for a moment. This is a slightly longer clip because there's plenty here. Goodness me. So just a reminder that 100% of all Super Chats, Super Stickers, and Cash App, Venmo, PayPal from tonight's live stream will go directly to Karen's Defense Fund. Last weekend, we raised $100 in chat. Thank you, Micah, for getting us to $100 last week. And then Shunned One donated another 10 as a super thanks after the fact. And then Joey Kain, our beloved Joey Kain, rounded it up to 200. So we donated that. The receipts, we always bring receipts. The receipts are on my community tab, what's called now posts. But we've also added in Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal to the equation. And it's always Camp Shorty on all of them. And we can drop the links in there. Let us know if you do drop it in. Let us know if you do send money this way via those other things, not Super Chat, Super Stickers, so I can put you on the list of the tally, and you'll go in the draw to be winning a top from the Miss Shorty merch store next weekend. Robert Alessi's in the chat. Oh my goodness. Well, yikes. You wrong. Obviously, that's Hickey. Hi, Robert. Careful of the thirst round here, Robert Alessi. Bob, sir, I prefer to call you Bob, as you know, given that we're enamored with each other very much. Robert, welcome. Maybe play. Bang, bang. Can't, but have got some good stuff. still to come. Shall we keep going? Yeah, let's.
Correct.
That's another, according to your scale, that's probably a good 30 feet from the pedestrian's final rest, correct?
Yeah, that's about right.
That is the furthermost in this diagram, the furthermost piece of debris
Please.
on the
It's
diagram,
not.
correct?
It's not.
Correct.
It's
Now,
not.
your testimony
I hope
changed
so.
that this, in fact, is the area of impact.
No,
Why not?
because it's just
But members, please drop a big Alessi energy emote in the chat just to support this amazing handle.
it's a piece of debris.
And if it is Mr. Bob Alessi, sorry, sir, but yikes. I mean, I love that. Kelly Reed sometimes drops in. Get to see Karen. If Bob Alessi's here, we stand you, sir. Love everything about you.
I'm talking about the path. You follow the path of debris field. Debris can move and change.
The debris doesn't fly backward, does it?
I'm saying you pointed to like just the fire hydrant as the area impact where the debris, where that one piece of plastic was, saying that's the area impact is right next to the fire hydrant.
Are you asking me a question?
Yeah, that's what you said, right?
I'm asking you.
I'm making sure I'm understanding what you're saying.
That wasn't
Doesn't
me.
fly backward, does it?
YouTube,
I'm saying
fucking with us.
You pointed to like just the fire hydrant as the area impact where the debris, where that one piece of plastic was, saying that's the area impact is right next to the fire hydrant.
Are you asking me a question?
Yeah, that's what you said, right?
I'm asking you.
I'm making sure I'm understanding what you're saying so I can answer the right.
Ask the question again, Mr. Jackson.
In fact, you indicated on Friday that your analysis of the area of impact was predicated on, based on, the furthermost piece of debris from the pedestrian's body that you were aware of, which is right there, red plastic B, correct?
I said I said you said earlier with the linear equation. I mean, it might have moved it over more, but
Yes,
it's
Amber.
the debris, the start of that debris, and when that is, I can't say that's definitely the point of area impact or the point of impact. I cannot say that is the point of impact right there. You just kind of follow the linear path because they have to follow in a direct path that way.
Okay, so now your testimony is that's not the area of impact.
I never said that was the area impact. I said it's after that.
Trooper, we were all here on Friday.
Okay.
That's exactly what you said under questioning by Mr. Lally, wasn't it?
Objection.
Sustained.
Didn't you say on Friday that you determined the area of impact for Mr. O'Keefe, the point of impact was red plastic B because that was the furthermost piece of debris
Hi,
you were
Mandy. Good
aware
to
of
see you.
from the final point of rest from Mr. O'Keefe's body. Isn't that what you said?
I don't believe was.
Watch Alan's face in this. It's wild. And Matilda, right? How bad is that map? I don't know what he made it himself, though. It was his little picture, like Trooper Paul. Yikes.
My exact words.
Okay, I'm not asking if it was your exact words. I don't have a transcript of it. I'm asking you, is that what you tried to impart to the jurors?
What I said to the jury, I said after that. That's the start of, that's the last point of evidence that I had. I said the area impact is probably along the roadway after that point. I mean, like before it, after you walk towards him.
I'm sorry, I keep doing that because I think you're done. Are you done?
I am done now. Sorry.
Now you're aware
Exactly.
that this piece of debris looks like taillight material right under the fire hydrant, correct?
Correct.
If the area of impact, which you indicated on Friday, was where this red plastic B is, you would be wrong, right? Your analysis would be flawed.
No, because that's not what I said. I said it's along the roadway and it's going to be after that point.
Okay, so is the area of impact now where the fire hydrant is?
Objection.
Ask it differently.
Are you now indicating, because now you realize that there's a piece of debris directly under the fire hydrant, are you now indicating that that's the area of impact where John O'Keefe's body was struck?
Objection.
Sustained.
Let's take a look at exhibit, with the court's permission, 279.
Okay.
taking a look at Exhibit 279, I want to draw your attention to that piece right there, okay, of plastic. You see it?
Yes.
You describe
Hi,
it.
Carolina.
Physically, what does that look like?
It looks like clear plastic with a little bit of red and the black on the top part.
Okay. Maybe in a triangular shape, is that fair?
Correct.
Okay. Now, if we could go back to, with the court's permission, Exhibit 492.
Okay.
And highlight just above the ruler. How would you describe that piece of material?
It looks like the same piece.
Is that, based on that, does that appear to be
Sorry,
part of
I had to
the
mute myself.
taillight material that was found at the scene?
Professional.
Correct.
Okay. Now, based on that, are you now suggesting, if we could go with the court's permission, if we could go back to 587, I'll stop jumping around just a second. I think we
Okay.
just get back to 587. Oh, sorry, it's diagram. Thanks. Now, seeing what you just now seen in terms of that piece of plastic.
Lovely.
that
I'll look
appears
forward
be
to
from
it.
taillight, does that appear to be?
Mr. Alessi, feel free to send me an email via my contact us form on the missshorty.com website. Otherwise, it's missshorty@gmail.com. I look forward to chatting with you. Perhaps we could have you on the live stream sometime, sir. Maybe the night before trial starts? Yes, let's do that. I'll make myself available. My people can talk to your people, Bob.
Under the fire hydrant, which is highlighted. Same piece.
Yes.
Okay. Based on that, does that change your opinion? Is that now, the fire hydrant now the point of impact?
No.
Where's the point of impact now?
It's along the roadway. I don't know the exact point of impact.
So you don't know the area of impact?
I said the area impact is along the roadway after the debrief.
Okay.
I mean, only thing it would change is maybe it was a little further away. But besides that, it's a linear field.
This poor motherfucker. Eric, not yet.
I'm not talking about like one point. You've kind of followed the middle of the debris field, and that should be the path.
Well, if the point of impact is along the roadway, where along the roadway, if you can show the jurors, where along the roadway, in your expert opinion, was the point of impact?
It should be within, if you follow from pedestrians, find a rest here, just kind of follow back. That's what I'm talking about, linear field. I can't.
So now you've indicated an area, I can follow your laser pointer, an area along here, correct?
Yes, somewhere in there.
All right, if I have my spotlight, is that, if I leave it right there, is that about where the middle of the spotlight, about where you believe the area of impact is?
Definitely
It's within,
not Stan.
I guess you can say it's within that area. I don't know. Definitely, there's nothing on the roadway that has a definitive point that says this is the area impact right here. It's within the roadway based on the evidence at the scene.
Okay. Mr. Paul, sorry, Trooper Paul, I'm asking you, based on your expert opinion and your conclusions, based on your full analysis, can you point me to within an area of 5 feet or so on the roadway where you believe the area of impact is? Is my spotlight basically highlighting the area that you believe, in your opinion, was the area of impact?
You have that laser pointer?
I do.
Why don't we let him show you? It'd be easier for the jury to see.
So what I'm trying to say is, so we follow the linear path back around this area.
Okay, can you?
And sorry, I'm trying to keep it straight as much as I can. Follow back to here. I can't say like.
Wait. Oh,
if
look how
this
nervous
definitely
he is.
But it's possibly based on also vehicle damage to the back of the vehicle. So if we follow all the way back to here, that could be a possible area impact.
So when you say that area,
it's about to get good. Once this grade school map, P.S. can't see the blue very well, sir, on the roadway, but that's okay. Jackson's about to go all in.
Area there, just I want to be very clear for the record that what you highlighted is an area basically just to the left of an X that's on the roadway, on the bottom of diagram 3, toward the lower part of diagram 3.
It's
correct.
You would use your circle almost to kind of be a good area around.
Sorry,
you can use a circle around here. This would be around the area.
Okay.
Okay.
So using your scale, that scale is going from full left to full right. It's plus or minus 40 feet, right?
Switch. Can't see it. So say again. Say the question.
That scale is 40 feet. Going full left, full right, 40 feet.
It's 40 feet. It's a 10-foot scale.
Okay, sorry, 20 feet. My mistake.
I was okay.
Eyes are terrible. 20 feet. Thank you. All right, so if you use that scale, can you estimate for the jurors? I'm just going to use this X as a starting point. You estimate for the jurors from this X that I've highlighted to the pedestrian's final rest. What's that number? Doesn't have to be exact. Give me an estimate.
So, I mean, it could be within 30 feet because I can tell you this also on my scale, this 2 and 3 is 50 feet from each other.
It's how much?
50.
Okay.
Stop
5-0.
sniffing.
5-0.
Stop
Would you
sniffing.
agree that from this X down here to pedestrian's final rest, as the crow flies, that's probably a good 35, 40 feet.
I mean, I could try.
I believe it was Alan Jackson that questioned Paul O'Keefe, Mr. McDonuts. But I could be wrong. I haven't reviewed that. Have we ever done Paul O'Keefe's testimony in the We Need to Talk series? I don't think so. There's a lot there, a whole playlist of witness testimony reviews. I think 26 episodes of all the key folk, all the McAlberts et al., medical examiner and stuff. I can't recall. Chat will know.
Try to use the scale. It is a scale.
If you wouldn't mind. Do you use paper?
Yes,
Simi
please.
here. Hi, Simi. Good to see you.
What's permission?
Okay.
Just a blank piece of paper.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
You need a pen?
I got one. Thank you.
You got one from Madam Court Reporter.
It's a little around. It's approximately 30 feet.
We're up approximately 30 feet.
Yes.
Okay. Can you place, with the court's permission, can you estimate 30 feet in here?
Can I estimate?
Can you point to a place in the courtroom that looks like it's 30 feet from you?
Objection.
No.
Bev says hard no.
Next
with
question.
a hard
Does
T.
the court have a diagram of the,
5 more minutes of
diagram
this one.
distances?
In
It's
this
all
courtroom?
relevant.
No.
You indicated just now, and I'm finished with this. Thank you. Thanks. You indicated just now in answer to Mr. Lowry's last couple of questions that in your expert opinion, when the SUV struck pedestrian John O'Keefe, he was, quote, projected forward and to the left to the front yard to his final place of rest.
Yes.
So your expert testimony is that John O'Keefe was hit with the SUV and flew 30 feet.
Projected mean like I don't say he flew all the way there. He was projected in that way. He got pushed forward in that direction.
Which, if he was rendered incapacitated, landed there, that sort of fly there, right? Didn't walk there.
I mean, would you definitely flying like literally off the ground the whole entire time, or?
Well, you tell me. You're the expert.
I mean, he got. When we say projected, we mean he gets projected, and they usually have a landing phase, and they land, and they either roll,
Watch Alan's face. Priceless.
tumble to final rest.
Okay. How far do you think he landed? How far was it until he landed of that 30 feet?
I don't know. There's no indication of where his exact landing spot was.
Was there any evidence whatsoever that he landed and rolled?
And there was no evidence that he landed or rolled. Rolled.
According to you, the evidence that you have in front of you is that you get hit, fly 30 feet, land where he ended up in his final rest, right?
Objection.
Sustained. Ask it differently.
Ask it differently, Miss.
Based on your expert opinion,
Expert.
you
Lol.
believe that he was projected through the air to his final rest place.
That's not what I was saying.
But you said there's no evidence that he rolled.
And there's no evidence that he flew through the air either.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Right?
Right.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Sustained.
Look at his face.
You said on Friday that in your experience, people tend to lose.
So again, This is another clip from the trial channel. Amazing. I should press like there. Amazing, defluffed, time-stamped, so easy to find everything. So easy, time-stamped with titles. So give them a subscribe, friend of Camp Shorty, the trial channel. They're often in our chats, probably busily time-stamping as we speak.
These objects that are not strapped to them. Is that right?
Yes.
In other words, get hit by something, car, truck, bus, whatever, train, and if you have something in your hand, boom, you lose it, you drop it. If it's
Hi,
not
Harley.
strapped
Good to
to
see you.
Correct.
How do you suppose that Mr. O'Keefe, in your opinion, held on to that glass cup that was found right next to him over the course of 30 feet being projected?
Objection.
I'll allow it. Do you have a theory on that?
Do you?
I don't know.
Do you have a
I mean, it
theory?
just could have been with him the whole way. I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know how the glass stayed with his body and went with him to the final rest.
So it's just common sense. You have to believe that it was in his hand. He held on to it the entire time it was being projected 30 feet, right?
It's possible it could have been in his hand. It could have been tucked next to his clothing. Did
you say tucked into?
I mean, like, could have been next to his body. So when he projected, the glass was with his body as it was also flying. So there's a number of reasons why the glass, because it also got projected with the body while he was holding it.
I thought you said on Friday, and you just agreed with me, that people drop things and they're hit.
Yes, but not everything it tends to fly off. I mean, some stuff flies off, some stuff will stay on.
I see.
It's not uncommon to find a piece of clothing and stuff,
and stuff
that you find at the scene.
Piece of clothing?
Like clothing, like shoes, like shoes and stuff like that to come off the body during a pedestrian crash.
Well, that's not what I asked.
I know, I'm just saying, you asked me, you said what I'm just responding to what you said. And trying to make sure you understand what I'm saying.
No, I don't, but I'll ask another question. Shoes are strapped on by definition, right?
Yes, but it's very common for shoes to come off.
How about a cell phone?
Cell phone? Yeah. Yeah, it depends. Depends on where it is.
It was under his body.
Okay.
How do you account for that? He held onto a cell phone with one hand and held onto a cup with the other.
Objection.
Sustained. Ask it differently.
If the cell phone was found under his torso, under his body, what's your theory on how that cell phone ended up flying 30 feet with it?
It just did.
Just did. And somehow, as he landed, tucked that cell phone underneath his body so he landed on top of it.
It just did. That's the evidence at the scene. I didn't put the evidence there. So.
Well, you didn't.
It's not funny because a man was murdered. There's no justice for Officer John O'Keefe. Karen Reid is factually innocent. There's no justice for her. Her financial resources, her emotional and mental resources, all being dragged with intentionality by the Commonwealth. But lordy dordy, this fucking guy. Let's just hear that again. And then, unfortunately, we're not going to get to this crime scene spoke to me, but we'll get there in another stream because we're going to do bumbling idiots and ultra villains. And I dare say the crime scene spoke to me will be there.
How do you account for that? He held onto a cell phone with one hand and held onto a cup with the other.
Objection.
Sustained. Ask it differently.
If the cell phone was found under his torso, under his body, what's your theory on how that cell phone ended up flying 30 feet with it?
It just did.
Just did. And somehow, as he landed, tucked that cell phone underneath his body so he landed on top of it.
It just did. That's the evidence at the scene. I didn't put the evidence there. So.
Well, you didn't.
Objection.
All right. So, jurors, I've told you before, lawyers cannot make comments. So,
but Alan Jackson can and does, and that's why he has his own Big Jackson Energy BJE blue emote for members in the chat bar. Yikes. Hi, Carla. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Don't forget, everybody, all 100% of all super chats, super stickers, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Camp Shorty, will be donated directly to Karen's Defense Fund. 100%. That means sidebar. I put in 30. The bit that YouTube takes, I put in to round it up. Exactly, Disney nerd. It's not a funny situation, but if we don't laugh, we would go insane. I'm concerned about Hank Brennan. He and Bev together are a dangerous duo. How complicit is Bev? Very, very complicit, in my opinion. It's my opinion. How the fuck did the jury not go fucking... How did the fuck did the jury not go not fucking guilty right now? That for me would be the final nail after the solo cups and the Stop and Shop bags, right? And then the crash daddies, right? Ay, 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 ay. You didn't. Well, you didn't, right? Ava's mum says, I keep trying to let you know I send a Venmo, but it disappears. Sorry if I'm doing something wrong. No. Oh, I'm not sure, but thank you. I'll type in the chat how much it was, and I'll add it to our tally, Ava's mum, and I'll put you in the wrong pen. I'll put you in the draw for next week's merch draw. Thank you so much. And it's a whole new thing, Venmo for us. So there's that. I'll wait till you give me your word on how much it was so we can add it to the tally. And so much going on here in my streaming station. Are we surprised? No. But I'll play this for you, Ava's mom. Thank you.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
Cha-ching! I'll do a tally. I'll give us an update. I'll do some maths and science and physics and stuff. Hi, Maiden Mystic. Good to see you. The jury instructions were not clear. No. I think there was more interference with the jury than Ronnie reported. 100% agree. Ava's mom, thank you so much. Excuse me, vapes are good for you. I usually mute, but I'm multitasking. Ava's mom. Let us go to the next clip. 50. That'll get us over 100, I reckon, or almost. And we're only like a third of the way through the stream. Yes. Did I miss something here also? Apparently, I did. Wait. Stephanie? Thanks. Steph?
Shawty, swing my way. Swing it over here, shawty.
Amazing. Fucking ching, Steph. That'll definitely get us over the line.
Well.
Let me check. Wait. Steph, do you want to... Who do you want to go in the draw for that? I want to put you, but I feel like you're going to say put someone else in the draw for that one. So... There's Steph. I just hadn't scrolled down far enough. Yikes. Joey can check also.
Today, Junior?
Joey can check also because he has that back end of the Venmo, so he can check, I'm sure. Getting our milestones in, eh, Steph? Yes. Okay. KKK. Back to my other page and my remarkable, so good. If you do lots of note taking, I strongly recommend, firmly, highly recommend a remarkable. So good. Okay, so the next one's a short clip. We're down to number 6. We're almost at the halfway point. Matilda says, please check. I just sent so many moving parts. Good. We're in real time. Here we are. I don't think I can check. Definitely not now. Tell me after, Steph. Patricia, thank you so much. So just a reminder that 100% of all super chats, super stickers, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal are being donated directly to Karen's
I'll
defense
take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
Now, oh my god, sometimes my brain just glitches, like often. Hey Joey, are we good to go with a countdown number? I'm going to assume that we're ready for number 6, and if it's no countdown number, that's okay, no biggie. On my one, standard. 3, 2, 1. From just the other day.
I can just correct the record very quickly. Sure. If anything Mr. Brendon just said was true, he might have an argument. I can just correct the record very quickly.
Not me.
If anything Mr. Brendon just said was true, he might have an argument. My goodness.
I'm going to pause for a moment to say 2 things. If you haven't already seen this clip, it's from my channel. I put a watermark down the bottom corner. Looks pretty cool. Very small. That's what she said. Also, Aiden in the background, his facial expressions are priceless. So if you want to find this and watch it over again after this live stream, just go to my channel in my videos and you'll find, my goodness, big Jackson energy. Shall we carry on?
It's important to get some of the facts right. You got to get some of them right. The conversation that he just referenced with Jen McCabe was the next day. It was the next morning. Not minutes before the collision. He's read the every time he stands up, he says, "I've read the I wasn't there. I've read the transcript." We got to hold him to that burden, Your Honor. You got to get the facts right. That conversation with Jen McCabe was the next morning after John O'Keefe had been found, after he didn't come home.
I'm sorry. I just need to correct.
I'm sorry. I was
this
talking
bit.
to my client real quick. I'm not quite done.
I'm not quite done. Sit down, dickhead.
This was during the time after 5:07, after the SUV leaves. We see One Meadows and Jen McCabe and Kerry Roberts get together. And as they're looking for them, as they're looking for him and searching for him, that's the point at which they have the conversation about being some other woman, or why he might not have come home, or what her mindset might have been at the time. It's after the fact, well after the fact. The other issues concerning Karen Reed's statements about being upset, or in Gretchen Voss's words, were you pissed at him? It was in context of when. When were you upset with him? When he didn't come back out, when he didn't come back to the car. After she left, she was angry. That's where all the voicemails take place. That's what she was talking about, having been angry. There is no evidence, none whatsoever. No evidence in the record. I want to make this as crystal clear as I can. No controverted evidence, no suspect, no evidence at all that John O'Keefe and Karen Reed had a single crossword that night before he ended up missing and she went home. Before he ended up walking out of the car, going toward the house, and she ended up leaving when he didn't come back out. Zero. The only evidence that was propounded throughout that entire day was hours and hours earlier that morning, dealing with, did you feed the kids donuts? And yeah, I did. You know, I don't like it when you feed the kids donuts. She was spoiling the kids. It was not enough to enrage anybody. It's ridiculous. And the evidence that it didn't enrage anybody is the fact that they ended up later that night together in a lovey-dovey environment, getting along fine, getting along wonderfully. That's why the Commonwealth cannot make their burden to establish that this was the type of information that she would have, by necessity, acted on, and not just acted on in any way, acted on in a way that's consistent with their theory that she would have received the information and murdered him for it. That's the hurdle over which the Commonwealth cannot leap for the admissibility of this type of evidence. It's far, far more prejudicial than it is probative.
Okay.
I can just correct.
2 things, a few things, actually. Just gonna like froth over the cute little watermark down the bottom. Love. Look at me being all professional and shit. Secondly, if you do happen to go to this particular clip on my channel, check the comments. So many comments. It's got like 13,000 views. Amazing. People love the little clips. But there's lots of comments from anti-Karen readers there. Interesting. I don't engage with them. You can if you like. I don't like or heart their comments. Interesting. It brought them all out of the woodwork. Steph, I'm reading your comment. I'm not going to put that on the screen, but lol. Put me in a timeout. I'm not going to put you in a timeout. That stuff goes through my brain all the time. And usually I say it on live stream, Steph. Let's think of us as being like supreme overlords in the fact that we together didn't put that one up on screen. Live chat replay crew. If you want to see it, you're going to have to switch to live chat replay by swiping left on your comment tab to see the live chat. And no shit that what the fuck gets in on the action. Yo, chat is bae. Just a reminder, all super chats, super stickers, Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal, all proceeds, 100% will be donated to Karen's Defense Fund. I forgot to do a tally. Let's watch. It's not a countdown. This is a midway. Oh, wait. Actually, we're midway. Shall we do Hey Massachusetts? What the actual fuck? I think we should.
Now some music. The Supreme Leader decrees it.
Hey, Massachusetts, what the actual fuck? Lost your freaking minds investigating some silly ducks. MSP, please explain to us all why your best men don't falter. Y'all never let them fall. Why do your men use our resources on inconsequential fluff while they turn a blind eye to science, physics, and stuff? Go to homes of citizens who've done nothing wrong while murderers are out there walking free among us. Oh, Massachusetts, please explain it to us. Hey, Massachusetts, what the actual fuck? Lost your freaking minds investigating some silly ducks. When using the gold standard, y'all celebrate. Tell us, why can't you ever seem to get it right? You expect we'll believe the data isn't there. You truly imagine that Massachusetts don't care. Well, I've got news for you. The whole world is spying. Consider yourselves on notice. This bullshit we ain't buying. Oh, Massachusetts, please explain it to us. Hey, Massachusetts, what the actual fuck? Lost your freaking minds investigating some silly ducks. Hear us, we are outraged, we are mad, this is it. We ain't taking no more of this fucking shit. Oh, Massachusetts, won't you explain it to us? Do something about it. MSP, for the love of the Commonwealth, please explain it to us.
Hey, Massachusetts. Hey, Massachusetts. What the actual fuck? What the fuck with Brennan? What the fuck with Bev? What the fuck with Meatball Morrissey? And that. And stuff. And stuff. So, we are not yet up to number 5. I have. Wait. Hey, yikes. Oh, we have a running tally. We're up to $127. Hey, colors, look at you in blue. Weird. I wrenched you up, girl. I wrenched you up. What up, colors? Wrenches up. I wrenched you up. You just have to be. You look better in blue. So what am I doing? Wait, maybe I'm lying about it not being number 5. I am lying about it. So I'm going to go to the last one so that we don't spoil it. Love that song. Thanks. My lyrics, AI music. Oh, wait, it's not going to let me do it. Share. We're not playing that, though. That's the last one. It's just so I can do a smooth transition. Color looks great in any color. She does. Princey also. Nobody needs mods who beg, right? Mods who don't beg are the best mods. The best mods. We ain't got no quit, and we ain't got no grift, and we ain't got no wrench hose round here. Hey. Hey. We're up to number 5. We are. You're part of the mod squad, colors. Well, so Joey, prefacing this is from a Shorty stream. We did this last week, the inception of it all, double Shorty. I'm just going to put a blanket request out to everybody in chat. There'll be some names on screen which we haven't seen in our chat for a while. There's no need to comment on it. Okay? I'm just going to ask that of you all. Thanks. Let's just watch the hilarity of it all. Also, jet black hair Shorty. Excuse me. No fringe. That and stuff. Okay. So Joey, we're up to number 5 on my one. The same. It's a different background, so it won't be as sort of like, what? But it's also me. Lol. 3, 2, 1. And that. And colors. This is when you didn't know about government cheese. Cute. I love you. How far is it? Oh, yeah. Wait, I'm on 2x speed. Okay, warning, I'm muting myself.
Yes, yes. Based on your reconstruction, nearly 2-year investigation, exactly how was that taillight shattered? Explain it to us.
How does the taillight, so the taillight in this case was shattered when it was struck John O'Keefe's arm.
Exactly what part of his arm?
Based on what I saw
Bad
for
time to eat
his
cheese.
injuries was
Lol.
from its upper part.
Sir, I'm putting my cheese down. This is important. Sir, I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what?
Shit. Part of his arm down.
Past Shorty. Drink that water, mate.
Based on your reconstruction, nearly 2-year investigation, exactly how was that taillight shattered? Explain it to us.
How does the taillight,
Debbie, no, that was Garino. Not Trooper Paul, although I'm sure he was thinking it.
So the taillight in this case was shattered.
That wasn't me.
When it was struck John O'Keefe's arm.
Exactly what part of his arm?
Based on what I saw for his injuries was from its upper part of his arm down.
Was his arm out? Just
Here we go, chat.
Was it in front of him? You did the reconstruction? Here's exactly how his body was positioned when he was struck by that.
So it looks like his arm was more kind of like this. If I can.
Hi, Joe. Yes.
You're indicating out by his side, correct?
Yes.
Right. And the taillight struck his arm, right?
I'm just going to say I was heavy on the sound effects. How very Joey of me. All the rest is the same, minus the bangs. And I was a bit more, I don't know why it was so dark. Weird lighting. Weird. Just odd.
Yes.
Not his torso.
Yes.
Okay.
It was a dark
So,
time.
The full mass, the full weight of that truck hit him basically at the elbow.
Listen,
Right? Missing his torso.
listen, I understand that government cheese is
so we now digress.
Yes. It's just called government cheese. People just who dropped that factoid back in the 70s? There was a surplus of milk, so they made cheese out of it, and the government gave everybody cheese. It was cheese, and that's why it's called government cheese. Yes, I understand that it's not real classy, or probably definitely not hugely nutritious. But as
Whatever, Shorty.
somebody just said, I can't find it. Convenient while streaming. That's okay. Yes, convenient. We've been going for 3 hours. I had my breakfast at like 5 a.m. It's now 12:30. Gotta have something. Cheese is not gross. Whoever's bukkake. Come on now. It's cheese slander. I won't have it. I won't have it.
I said it there from upper part of the arm down. Yeah.
Elbow and the biceps.
I didn't see anything that shows an indication that this lower torso was struck, but
So his torso,
it's not saying it could not have been a possibility, but I just didn't see anything.
so his torso was spared from being hit, but the arm took the brunt, the full force of the vehicle.
Listen here, bukkake. I have many snack options. I spend my whole life working, standing up. I don't get a lunch break. I don't get any chance to do anything. I don't ever eat cheese at work. I have all sorts of snacks, fruit, vegetables, tuna, tin corn, sandwiches that I make. When I'm streaming, I be eating the government cheese. It's a whole thing. You must be new here. Come on now, cheese slander. Hush, hush, hush. And dissing on Shorty for her cheese habits, her cheese addiction. Please.
Please.
I feel shamed. No cheese shaming.
Yeah, correct?
Like arm and shoulder, yes.
Okay. And you said he then did a spin, like a sort of a pirouette.
He got spun around kind of. Possibly the way he struck, it looked like it could have gone.
Wait, let's digress back to not cheese, but bangs, because we like side quests. So let's have a side quest. Within the side quest in this Shorty inception, shortception. I'm baffled. I thought to myself, you know what? I hate how my hair looks on stream because I'm growing out my black. So I've got all my natural mousy, dirty blonde and greys coming through. Love, 10-10. And about 3 or 4 weeks ago, can't remember, it is all about the cheese and the bangs. I thought to myself, I think I should cut a fringe, a bangs. And I'm like, you won't. I'd had wine, by the way. And so then I was like, you know what? Do it. So I went into the bathroom, got my pink hair cutting scissors and sectioned off like half my head. Thanks, wine. Thank you. And went, oh, did the Brad Mondo twist, nice hard twist, went done. Booyakasha. I've had to spend a little bit of time tweaking it, and it's not great with hard hat hair because I spend a lot of my time in a hard hat. Does not look cute. Anyway, do it. Back to it. Boom.
I'm turned around counterclockwise.
Okay. So if he turns around counterclockwise, is he turning around in the air counterclockwise?
Yes, initially.
So he gets hit on the upper biceps, shoulder area, and down to the forearms, right?
Yes.
By an unbroken taillight, right?
Yes.
In other words, it's nice and smooth.
Okay.
No shards of plastic or anything broken at the time that it
Nick, we've had this conversation before, like the deja vu of it all, the inception of it all. I love triangle cheese. Love. I also love Boston murder cheese from Joey. Love. Very expensive. There will be no cheese slander. Past Shorty. It's so confusing. Current Shorty. Let me have all the cheese. Cheese is great. Cheese is amazing. Carry on, former Shorty.
made contact with his arm, right?
You're welcome,
Correct.
chat.
Okay. So how did his arm get all cut up?
Because when his arm struck the taillight then cracked.
This could be so graceful.
And I see the car driving past him, the taillight could scratch it.
Got it. So, gets hit by the car.
Terrifying.
Not his torso, just the arm. The taillight cracks. And as it passes by, his arm stays with it long enough to get striations, those scratches that we see, those lacerations. I'm sorry, those abrasions, right?
In a sense, yes.
Oh my God. Trigger warning.
Time.
Slow
Pirouette and flies.
I don't have it slowed up down. She does. That Shorty does. So I have since learned that when we slow shit down, we should probably mute it so it doesn't sound like this. Carry on, AJ.
30 feet to his final point of rest.
I don't know if he did a Pirouette.
Wait. That was great. Alan Jackson, you're a fucking boss. Here we go. Wait, let's speed it up this time. Let's go to.
Pause.
Let's go to.
Jim, I also have cheddar slices. They're for my sandwiches at work. I have Vegemite, cheese, and lettuce. That cheese, not this cheese. This is pure snack cheese for streaming. They do sound drunk. Maybe you are. Cheese makes everything better. Let's watch it on fast. And we do this a few times, apparently. She did this a few times, past Shorty.
We'll go back to slow. Wait, ready, set, go.
The taillight cracks, and as it passes by, his arm stays with it long enough to get striations, those scratches, those lacerations, I'm sorry, those abrasions, right?
In a sense, yes.
At the same time, he does a pirouette. And flies.
I don't know if he did a Pirouette.
Well, he scratches.
And I see the car driving past him, the taillight could scratch it.
Got it. So he gets hit by the car, not his torso, just the arm. The taillight cracks, and as it passes by, his arm stays with it long enough to get striations, those scratches, those lacerations, I'm sorry, those abrasions, right?
In a sense, yes.
At the same time, he does a pirouette and flies 30 feet to his final point.
I don't know if he did a Pirouette.
Well, I don't know what pirouette.
He started rotating kind of clockwise. I don't have clockwise.
Right?
In a sense, yes.
At the same time, he does a pirouette and flies 30 feet to his final point.
I don't know if he did a Pirouette.
Well, I'm using the word pirouette. He
started rotating kind of clockwise. I don't know how far he ran kind of clockwise, but he started rotating. According to that, clockwise.
Whoa!
Sorry.
Started rotating.
Oh, that's terrifying. That's way too slow.
Why didn't I mute it? What's wrong with me?
I don't know how far he ran counterclockwise, but he started rotating. According to that would push him to rotate counterclockwise.
Did I press the wrong one? Okay, I pressed the wrong one. Sorry. Wait.
In a sense, yes.
At the same time, he does a pirouette and flies 30 feet to his final point of rest.
So good.
I don't know if he did a Pirouette.
Well,
Chat,
I'm using
what do you think?
Chat, what do you think?
Slow-mo. Thanks, Shiraz, for suggesting the slow-mo. I'll be pulling slow-mos out left, right, and center now. The commitment to the spin, right? Okay, listen, chat. And then I started to rouse on the chat because there was some issues in the chat right here. And we don't need to cover that. It was really distracting, and that person is no longer in our chats. So, Colors Flight, Steph, listen, we're done with that. We did it. Vixie, yes. Dang, this is not an easy watch. Hey. 69 in chat. 66. Yikes. We okay? That was number 5. We're getting there. Now I've got all my notes are all swizzled up.
More like ketamine. Not a listen, to be honest, Trooper Paul is not an easy listen at any speed. Agreed. I've since learned that we probably should mute it when we're slow mowing. This was 5 months ago. Like, I wasn't nearly as professional then. Okay. Thanks, Amber. So we're going to number 4 and that. Oh, she glitched. I glitched. Ava's mom says, my dreams are very influenced by real life events. Yes, all. If Pooper Paul is in my dreams on slow mode, talking to me, we are going to have a problem. I think we're going to have a problem. Just play the video. Sounds like a good plan. Thanks for your feedback. I love that you storm on into chat to say that. You must be new here. But welcome. Thanks for your engagement. Hey, Steve, good to see you. Now, Joey, we're up to number 4. Are you ready? I'm ready. Born ready. 4? No, not 4. 3, 2, 1.
Folks, this is what it looks like when you bring false charges against an innocent person.
That's as loud as it gets. Sorry,
did their
chat.
worst. They brought the weight of the state based on spurious charges, based on compromised investigation and investigators and compromised witnesses. This is what it looks like. And guess what? They failed. They failed miserably, and they'll continue to fail. No matter how long it takes, no matter how long they keep trying, we will not stop fighting. We have no quit.
We have no quit.
Go ahead.
I just have 2 things to say, folks. Number 1, I am in awe of the strength and courage of this remarkable client that I've had the privilege of representing since day 1. And number 2, I want to send a message to all of her supporters out there. Your support was invaluable. We are touched, and we ask for your continued support. I'm not from Texas like my colleague here. I'm a Boston kid. But I'll repeat what he said, which is, we ain't got no quit.
We ain't got no quit. Thank you, What the Fuck, for sending me that clip. I love you very much. It was impossible to find in Toto anywhere else, and I couldn't even access it through NBC Boston 10. So thank you. I appreciate you and love you very much. We are up to number 3. Not quite sure what's next. Let me check, because I switched things around. I like him with the beard. I don't know. I like Alessi. Alessi. Fuck off, Brendon. Oh, wait. This is a news clip. No need for a countdown. Another short clip from 1 month ago.
The Karen Reed case in court today, more than 3 years after the death of her boyfriend, John O'Keefe, new evidence is coming to light. The lead prosecutor says he recently found more video related to the case. Our David Vinnie is live outside the courthouse in
Thanks for
Dedham.
being
David.
here.
Jessica, good afternoon. Yes, this sounds like it could be more video from inside the garage at the Canton Police Department. You'll remember that is where Karen Reed's SUV was taken after she was arrested for the death of John O'Keefe. And that's where Reed claims that investigators damaged her taillight to try to frame her. Now, some of the video from the police department's surveillance video, it was already shown at Reed's first trial, including a portion that was inverted. Now, Special Prosecutor Hank Brennan says a retired police detective kept a backup copy of the surveillance system, which he says may contain additional footage.
I'd like to see who was coming and going from the Sallyport after 5:35 p.m. and where they went, but something tells me I'm never going to see that because we were just told there's not an exhaustive video from January 29th.
Is they're trying to get to the border.
Brennan says he has not yet seen what is on this additional video, but that he plans to make a copy of it and share it with Reed's defense attorneys. The judge ordered that to happen within 1 week. And Reed's trial, her retrial, is scheduled to begin on April 1st. Live in Dedham, David Bieniek, WCVB News Center 5.
The Karen Reed.
Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. just a little clip. I thought it was lovely to see Karen talking with that light dusting of snow in her hair from a month ago. So now we are up to number 3. Who knows what's next? Shall we find out? We shall. Ooh. Ooh. This is from the trial channel. Joey, on my 1, 3, 2, 1. This is my favorite.
Don't believe so.
Ms. McCabe, if you wanted to
Wait.
know in general.
This is my favorite of the Jennifer McCabe stuff. Not in general. I mean, it's not number 1, is it? So there you go. Yeah, my mouse just went no.
How long it takes for a human being to pass away.
Not me.
So you say that the basketball was on
Hi,
your
Kirby.
mind, correct?
Yes.
Was there anything else on your mind in that early morning hour time frame?
Don't believe so.
Kirby, all super chat, super stickers, Cash App, Venmo, but you're in Australia, or PayPal, all of which are Camp Shorty. 100% of the proceeds will be donated to Karen's Defense Fund. We're up to $127 at the moment. Last week we got to 100 in the stream, and then Shunned One added another $10 after the stream through a super thanks to the video, and then Joey very kindly rounded it up to 200. We donated the 200 immediately. The receipts are on the community tab, the post tab, so that Karen really is gorgeous. She really is. This. Thanks, Miss Princey. So that's how it works. Trust me, bro, but actually trust me, because we aren't grifters here.
Believe so.
Ms. McCabe, if you wanted to know in general how long it takes for a human being to pass away because of exposure to extreme temperatures, right? If you wanted to know the answer to that, what would you Google search? What phrase would you?
PayPal is /Camp Shorty, capital C, capital S. One of the mods will drop a link via Stream Elements. Thank you, Matilda, for setting up those prompts.
You use?
I'm not sure. All I recall is what the defendant asked me to Google in the morning.
If you wanted to know, I'm asking a different question.
Mm-hmm.
If you personally wanted to know, how long does it take for a person to die of exposure due to extreme temperatures, what would you put in? What phrase would you use?
Objection.
Sustained.
Well, we don't have to guess at the phrase that you would use if you wanted to know something about dying of hypothermia, do we? Did you actually Google search it?
Objection.
Sustained. Ask that differently, please.
Did you, in fact, use a phrase to Google search how long it takes for someone to die of extreme temperatures?
I did in the morning at the request of your client.
Okay. And what phrase did you use?
I'm not sure.
Liar.
Really?
Really?
Correct. I was
2.5 years of this. You don't know the phrase that you used?
Check.
Turtles even got merch, Jen McCabe. It's in the song. Hoss long to dying cold. Turtles even got merch. Right? I love this so much. Her resisting saying it. Does anyone remember the Simpsons episode where the maitre d' is insisting on, I think it's Chief Wiggum, maybe Mayor Quimby, and he wants him to say chowder, and he's saying chowder, and he's going, say it, say chowder. No, it's the other way around. The mayor's saying, say chowder, say chowder. This reminds me of that. Anyway, lol, carry on. Just play the video.
Objection, Your Honor.
There's so many lies and misconceptions on social media.
No question.
Oh, I apologize. Okay.
Are you telling me you don't remember what Google search you put in?
Karen was screaming
My hands were shaking, and she was saying, Google hypothermia. How long does it take to die in the cold?
And what phrase did you put in your phone? I'm just asking you to say it.
Why don't you show me it?
You literally don't remember?
Again, she was screaming, Google hypothermia. How long does it take to die in the cold?
How about?
And I picked up my phone and I started Googling.
And you literally, to this day, right now, under oath, you're saying you don't remember that phrase that you used.
Objection.
I'll allow it.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that at her...
Do you remember it or do you not, Ms. McCabe? That's a simple question.
That morning, I don't remember specifically what I Googled, but I do know what you've put out to the social media.
How about this? Hoss long to die in cold. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, it's been everywhere.
Why does that sound so familiar?
Because you've put it out in social...
Wait, pause. It was Julie Albert that said Bukaki, off the trip of Bukaki. Not Jen McCabe. It would have been even better, but it was Julie Albert.
Media.
Well, I haven't put anything out in social media because I don't have social media.
I'm sorry, Turtle Boy did.
So if the world
Turtle
happens
Boy
to
did.
know it, that's not on me, is it?
I guess not.
I guess not. Hoss long to die in cold is what you put in to the Google search, right?
If you say so.
Is there a reason that you don't want to admit to that?
Absolutely not.
It's a simple question, right?
No reason.
So say it. What Google search did you use?
Objection.
Sustained.
You were seeking at some point to Google how long to die in the cold, correct?
Correct.
And you made a mistake and mistakenly typed Hoss long to die in cold, correct?
You could show me it. I'd appreciate it.
You later Google searched. May I approach, Your Honor?
Yes.
Thank you. Yes, it does.
Does that appear to be an accurate page from a Celebrite extraction from your phone?
It does.
Okay. May I have that back? I'm sorry, may I approach?
Yes.
May I have that back for a second?
Yes.
Did you see this, the actual search phrase? Does
Yes.
that now refresh your recollection?
Yes.
But I'd like to have this marked as next order. Exhibit, please.
Is there an objection, Mr. Lally?
No, Your Honor.
Does this appear to be the document that was just marked as Exhibit 99?
Yes.
Do not Google it.
I know it's a little bit small, Mr. Jason.
It's a little bit small. That's what she said.
You see
Brooklyn. Hi.
this column,
Yes.
third column from the, actually it's the fourth column from the left. One, some dates, some data, and then a Google search, correct?
Correct.
What does that Google search say?
House long to die in cold.
Woo!
Now,
Say
you
it.
indicate
Say
that you
chowder.
did that. You made that search at 6:23 a.m., correct?
Correct.
And then you indicated that you did it again thereafter at 6:24, correct?
Correct.
At 6:24, you misspelled the phrase and you spelled it as follows: how long TI die in CIKD, correct?
She was
Correct.
channeling her inner Joey Kane with her typos.
Now you claim that those two searches were at 6:23 and 6:24 a.m. respectively, correct?
Objection.
Phrase it differently.
Sure. You've indicated under direct examination that these two searches were at 6:23 and 6:24 a.m., right?
I don't know if I gave exact times, but I said it was in the morning and Karen had asked me to do it.
And you, exactly, you claimed that you searched it because Karen was screaming at you and yelling at you, Google hypothermia, and you Googled how long does it take for a person to die? I'm sorry, she said something like, how long does it take for a person to die of hypothermia? And you Google searched it at 6:23 and 6:24. Is that right?
Again, I'm not sure about the exact times. I just did it after Karen asked me to do it.
Would you quarrel with the idea that those were about 30 seconds apart?
Okay.
And you're aware,
So are you
Ms. McCabe,
quarreling? Weird.
that both spellings, both misspellings of that phrase result in the exact same search results, don't they?
I'm not aware of that. No.
Well, you Googled them, ma'am. You're looking on your phone and you Googled how long to die in cold and how long to die in CIKD. Both of those. You Googled them, right?
I did, yes.
And they result in the exact same search results, don't they?
I have no idea.
So my question to you is, why the two searches?
She was standing next to me screaming, shaking my hand. My hand was cold. I was trying to Google it. Obviously, maybe whatever came up first didn't make sense because I had some misspellings. So I did it again.
So how long to die in cold results in articles concerning dying of exposure, doesn't it?
We never got the chance to read it.
Well, you're the one, when you say we, who's we?
Karen and myself.
Well, you're the one holding the phone, Ms. McCabe.
Correct.
So you're looking down at your phone and you see exactly what comes up, correct?
I don't remember exactly what came up.
Well, what came up was something about dying of hypothermia, didn't it?
That's what she asked.
So why do it again? Why do it again, Ms. McCabe? You had the result. Why the second search?
I cannot answer that beyond telling you that my hands were frozen. She was shaking me and screaming at me.
And you see the time, let me scroll up, please. According to the Celebrate data, you see this first search that says Hossalong to die in cold?
I do.
What's that time?
You've got the, it's right over at 2:27.
AM or PM?
AM.
Ms. McCabe, you made that search at 2:27 a.m. because you knew that John O'Keefe was outside in your sister's lawn dying in the cold, didn't you?
Absolutely not. I did not make that search at that time. No.
Realized the next morning,
right
after John was discovered, after 6 a.m., that you had an incriminating search on your phone, didn't you?
Absolutely not.
To cover your tracks, you searched it again in order to.
I'm just going to pause. Brendon was that guy with the school friend of Officer John O'Keefe, who we watched the news clip of, and I like the idea of calling him a sucking leprechaun. I'm sure I'm saying leprechaun right. Chat will tell me. And welcome, Juju. Thank you for catching up. Thank you for being here. When you get to us, hi.
To overwrite the original search at 2:27, correct?
Again, absolutely not.
But you were nervous and you screwed it up. So the first search you made at 6:23 was Hossalong to die in CIKD, wasn't it?
No.
Well, you see the search right there, correct?
I see the search, but I disagree with your narrative.
And
Your
what's the
narrative.
time frame of that
Your
search?
narrative. Get the fuck out of here.
6:23.
And you agree that time frame is accurate, right?
Again, it's what the report says.
Yeah,
And
man.
that comports with your memory of that morning, about 6:23 in the morning in 51 seconds.
The gaslighting of it all. Wonder if she gave Hanky some fucking tips. The gaslighting of it all, Jen. It's there in black and white. You narcissistic, psychopathic. Snaggletooth bitch.
Correct.
There's a second search, correct?
Correct.
And this one,
Right, Matilda? Macrame.
at 6:24, it says Hossalong to die in cold. 6:24:16, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
I'm sorry, 18. I was up that grade. And that comports with your memory as well.
I remember Googling it at the request of the defendant. Yes.
About 27 seconds apart,
Get
correct?
the fuck out of here.
Yes.
But the reality.
The irony of Jen McCabe saying, I disagree with your narrative, if that's not projecting, I don't know what is, because it's her narrative she's trying to get the jury to buy, not the facts up on the screen, the incontrovertible, gold standard, celebrate facts, not Ian Whiffen with his fucking little Excel spreadsheet and is spruiking his own wares. Ay, ay, ay.
Reality is, your first search didn't comport with the 2:27 a.m. search, did it? It was a different spelling, wasn't it?
I never searched a 227. That is
Lol.
not reality.
But
That is not reality.
624 search did exactly mirror the search that, according to this report, took place at 2:27, correct?
I'm sure Celebrate will be able to explain it to you. I
Lol.
can't.
Lol.
And then of those 3 searches, one of them ended up deleted. Isn't that right?
I never deleted any search.
Right.
Take a look at the Celebrate report, top search, and the column marked deleted. What do you see?
I see a yes.
Ms. McCabe, the reason you deleted that 2:27 a.m. call is because you realized that if you were caught Googling how long it takes for a person to die in the cold 3.5 hours before John's body was found, that would incriminate you, wouldn't it?
Objection.
The objection sustained.
Did you delete that search because you knew that you would be implicated in John O'Keefe's death if that search was found on your phone?
Objection.
I'll let you. Could you answer that, please?
I did not delete that search. I never made that search at 2:23. I never would have left John O'Keefe out in the cold to die because he was my friend.
Notice how she said 2:23, so she's not lying. Because then she could say, I said I didn't make it at 2:23. You know it's 2:27. Turtles even got merch. Microdots. His website is www.hosslongtodyinccold. She's very tactical, very strategic.
That I loved.
But he's not your family, is he?
Search at 2:23. I never would have left John O'Keefe out in the cold to die because he was my friend that I loved.
But he's not your family, is he?
Family and friends.
Is he not your...
Sustained.
You acknowledge that you made the search at 6:23, don't you?
In the morning I did, yes.
You acknowledge that you made the search at 6:24.
Multiple times in the morning, yes.
Of the 3 searches that show up that were all found on your phone, the one that you disavow is the one that took place at 2:27 a.m., which would implicate you and exonerate my client, correct?
Objection.
Sustained. Can I ask it differently, Mr. Jackson?
Of those 3 searches, there was only one marked deleted. Isn't that right?
Correct.
That was the one at 2:27 a.m., correct?
I wouldn't even know how to go in and delete a search.
That's not what I asked you.
It's not what he
The one
asked.
according to the Celebrate report that was deleted, the one at 2:27 a.m., correct?
Correct.
You'd agree that that's awfully convenient for you, isn't it?
Objection.
Oh. Wait, I'll skip back there because if you hear Bev, she smiles. You can hear it in her voice.
You'd agree that that's awfully convenient for you, isn't it?
Objection.
Sustained.
So that, chat, sure, Jan, right? Thanks, Brinty. So don't forget, tonight and every top 10 night, all super chats, super stickers, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all 3 are Camp Shorty, capital C, capital S. All proceeds, 100% of the proceeds will go to Karen's Defense Fund. Last week we donated $200. The receipt is there on the community tab, the post on my channel. She is the queen of the narc vial. We are currently up to $127. Kirby, if you did a PayPal donation, could you please let us know in the chat and I'll add it to our tally here on my remarkable Microdocs reenaction of that night is amazing. Everything Microdots does is amazing. But yes, I also think she was in love with Officer John O'Keefe. Yes. That was the greatest in-your-face line by AJ. Definitely a zinger. Steph says she wouldn't have left them in the cold to die if he was her friend that she loved. Okay, then so why did she do it? Answers within her statement. Yes. Bingo, Joey. Microdots is the shit. Is the shit.
Shit.
Pammy! Yes! My remarkable says it's sleeping. I've got the right pen. Thank you, Pammy. So we're up to 132. Brain.
I'll take
Braining,
any
braining.
motherfucker's money if he giving it away.
Oh, why didn't it say the shit at the end?
Shit.
Thanks, Pammy. Hey, chat. We're up to wrong pen. We're up to number 2. 2 to go. I'm sure I've missed so many. Replay crew or chat now. Let me know in the comments section after the stream is ended what you think I missed. We will do more of these because they are great. Pammy, I'm putting you on the tally. Thank you, gorgeous. And yes, free Karen Reid and justice for Officer John O'Keefe. So that. Yay. Just play the video. Oh, Mama She. Thank you. Amazing. I'm still on the same screen. That's awesome. $10. $10 holla. Pammy, I wrote down the wrong amount. Yikes. Shizer. Okay, so that another soundbite. Oh wait, I see another thing. I see another thing up the top that I've missed. What? Yikes.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
Fucking legend. You're all legends. $2, $50. Thank you so much. Justice. Oh my God, I almost wrote with the wrong pen. NH, dude. You're on the tally. I'll have to do another thing. Oh my goodness, Piney. Thank you. $20. Look at us go. Chat is Bay. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for helping us make a difference, big or small. Every dollar counts. Thank you, Piney. And I will write you also. Did I do NH, dude? Oh my goodness, I can't remember. No, I don't think I did yet. No, I'll do you two on the little slips in a second. Yes, amazing. We're going to hit 200 easy peasy, chat. Wow. We're already at 200. Wait, no, that's 200. Just over, I think. Yee. We can do it. Let's see if we can get to 300. Amazing. NH, dude, thank you. Whoa. Thank you, Steve. So generous. NH, dude. And then Steph says, Jesus, fuck. NH, dude, thank you. Thank you. This. Harley says, thank you, Pammy, Mama She. NH, dude. Merci beaucoup. Penny, thank you. Beautiful. It's beautiful. Joey says, you're the shit. NH, dude, and Piney. Yes. Alessi. Bay. Okay. What an awesome group. You being part of our awesome group, Steve. Love you. Chat is Bay. Oh my goodness. Here we go again. I'm a baffled. Legend. Oh, the cha-chings are rolling now. Free Karen Reid.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
$10 holla. I'll do another tally momentarily. I'll do it during our next one. Oh, Amber. Thank you, darling. Welcome. Oh, look. YouTube comes through with the goods. Wow. That never happens. Amazing. Thank you, Amber. I'm going to put you on the tally too. You know what? Tonight I'm going to add up the gifteds as well. We'll put them in the tally as well. I don't know how much they are. Is it $3? I don't know in the US. 3, I think. Like, how often? Almost never does YouTube give it's a Festivus miracle. Someone in chat, amazing, like amazing. Nick just asked if that was really Bob Alessi in chat. I don't think so. I mean, he dropped off. I haven't got an email, but I'll check. I'll check my emails. That's a heavy grift. If it was Mr. Alessi, I didn't get his number. Hey. I'll write you 3 down when this video clip's playing. We're up to number 2. Joey, are you ready? Born ready? Born ready. Jim Cox. Wait, I'll tally up at the end or during this. I'll tally up all the gifteds, right? We'll do gifteds as well. I haven't said that, but you know what? I'm in that kind of mood. Thanks, Coxie. Everybody loves Cox. Oh, that other Jules. Oh my goodness, it's raining money. Writing it down. Thank you, gorgeous. You're going in the drawer as well. The drawer. Oh my goodness. Steve. Wow. Steve gets MVP. Wow. Steve. Goodness gracious. It's for such a good cause. Let me know if you want to, if any of you would like a free Karen Reid sticker. I've still got them. If you haven't got one, let me know. Steve, that's amazing. Thank you. Your generosity. What a good cause. Amazing. They keep coming. What's going on here? I love that it's flowing. All the New Englanders are the best. New Englanders are my brain. Not all New Englanders are bad. No, I know mostly all good ones. This one on screen right now, that's a good. Here's a serious question, for real. Do you all really believe Karen is factually innocent? Like there's no way she hit Officer John O'Keefe? I believe 1 quadrillion %. 1 quadrillion %. I have a few questions surrounding the interviews Karen's given, but narrative stuff when you're talking, goodness knows, I say shit that I'm not. No, 1 quadrillion %. 1 quadrillion %. How good is it, Pammy? Wow. Yeah, I'll die on the hill. All of it. Factually innocent and also beyond a reasonable doubt. There's so much here. Oh, Jules, thank you so much. Welcome new members, new shorties. Wow, going on the tally. I'll do the tally, I keep saying it. I'll do the gifteds in a different tally. But the dollars will go on the bottom line for Karen, okay? That 1,000%, 100%, all the percents, 100 million quadrillions. It's like an STD, sharing the wealth, sharing the dollars. STD. I like it. So generous. She's %, quadrillions more. Just saying, 15 zeros, best denomination around. Chat says yes. Joe Schmo, you are asking the choir whether they believe in God. We're all, this right here is probably a sample that's a little distorted, but I think it's heavily distorted to the truth, in my opinion. Others have other ideas. So Akasha. And then Steph says, chat is fucking bae, right? Chat is fucking Bay Akasha going on the tally. Oh, and so many videos to do this. Did I press the other one? Nope. God damn it.
Shit.
I'll need to do another tally. Thanks, babe. $5 holla. Shall we get to number 2, chat? All the rain. All the rain. Joe Root. I like your name. Jim Cox and Joe Root. And 69 in chat. Wow. You're very welcome. Whoever just gifted, we've had gifts and shit flying. I know you have to say it. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Yes. Yes. Joe, you don't? Shorty Church. Harley says, I believe Karen is innocent. Gerda says, oh, look, Gerda, were you green before? Gerda, did you get one too? Another person in chat. That's so good. Oh my goodness. Thank you, YouTube. Now can we make the members pink or something instead of green so I can see them? Thanks. KKK. We need to get to number 2. Just play the video, said that guy. Oh, yikes. Got my mailbox money today. I can think of no better way than to support you and Ms. Reed. Love you all. Love all the support here. Bless. Bless to you too. Piney. Thank you. I'm going to need to pull out the old calculator for this one and do some serious slip writing whilst the video is playing. KKK. What is the 69 sign? I mean, we have a 69 emote in chat. It's just one of those 12-y things that I can't. 69 right now watching. Thank you. Hi. We have 69 merch. It's just a funny number. Funny. And because we're all really, really mature here, we go on it. And 4 people went, fuck that, I'm not going to be 69. Yes, I'm so proud of you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We are L12. So does Joe. We are all 12. We are all 12. We are all 12. Okay, we have to get to number 2, chat. We've got more to do. I'm going to run out of time before the next stream because, yes, there's another stream after this. We'll push it back. There is a portal set up. Thank you so much, Amber, for doing the portal. Joey, shall we go? Shall we go skip hopping? Right? Joe Schmo, we actually, chat, I forgot to tell you. We double dare, triple dare, dog dare. I didn't know dog dare, but double dared, and then Joey triple dared Joe to purchase a Miss Shorty 69 notebook to take to the Laurie Vallow Daybell trial and pre-trial motion stuff. Her voir dire is scheduled to begin at the end of this month, so a couple of weeks, not even. And Joe came through with the goods. He will be rocking a 69 notebook, and we may or may not have sent you, Joe, a garment that you could perhaps wear on your way into court over your new dress shirt that you've bought for the occasion. Hope it fits. Gotta rep that shit. It's the channel mascot. Right, exactly. Oh my goodness. I'm so far behind in chat. Yikes. We did go feral. We always do feral is our middle name. Same with Dicey and something else. 69. I love feral. You know, we rock feral here. Joey, we're going to number 2. Are you ready, Joey? Joseph Kane. Number 2 on my 1. The way we do it, just play the video. We'll be making some changes around here, and it won't be not talking or side quests or going feral. 3, 2, 1. I almost didn't share the tab instead. 1. Fuck. Did we do it? I don't know. Fingers crossed. Sorry in advance. Thoughts and prayers. It's the thumb. It's the dickhead.
Page 2537. 5051 writes, but I assume you guys are out to make it cut and dry since it involves cops, correct?
Yes.
And Bird writes, something stinks. Correct?
Correct.
And then Trooper Proctor, you responded, yeah, but there will be some serious charges brought on the girl. Isn't that right?
That's right.
So in that text exchange, you were saying, yeah, we're out.
Not me.
And Bird writes,
not Joey.
Something stinks. Correct?
Correct.
And then Trooper Proctor, you responded, yeah, but there will be some serious charges brought on the girl. Isn't that right?
That's right.
So in that text exchange, you were saying, yeah, we're out to make it cut and dry. Correct?
No.
You didn't write, yeah, we're going to follow the evidence wherever it takes us. You didn't, did you?
I did not write that.
You didn't write, yeah, we're going to make sure that we investigate this thing fully and thoroughly before making any decisions. You didn't say that, did you?
I did not.
You wrote, yeah, but there will be some serious charges brought on the girl. Isn't that right?
Correct.
And the reason you wrote that is because you knew, as the text above it says, this has to be cut and dry because it involves cops, right?
Objection.
I'm going to allow that. Is that the reason you wrote it?
No, Your Honor.
And then you indicated we're going to put serious charges on the girl. Who did you mean by the girl, by the way?
The defendant.
Karen Reed?
Yes, sir.
So the way that you were going to make it cut and dry, pretty simple. Just pin it on the girl, right?
Objection.
Is that right?
Is that
Absolutely
right?
not.
Babs
Follow the
Pierce.
facts and the evidence from that day on the 29th, and everything led to Miss Reed hitting Mr. O'Keefe with her vehicle.
But that wasn't the question that you were answering, was it? We're going to follow the evidence and make sure we do this thoroughly. The question you were answering was, I assume you guys,
Look at Karen's face. She's like, you fucking piece of shit. Pause. Also, all the gifted memberships, and I'll write them after. You all go in the draw for the merch next week as well. So every week. Oh, hey, wait. We'll do this before number one. We'll draw from last weekend before we do number one, okay? So every week, all super chats, everything, all the money that comes to the channel goes in the draw for any top. This is one off the merch store. So many cool ones to choose from. We have Rehome the McAlberts now. Lynn, if you're still here, Rehome the McAlberts. We also have Grave Concerns merch. That merch proceeds go to Karen's Defense Fund as well. All other proceeds from the merch store go to paying the beautiful mod squad. Enough housekeeping. Let's listen to this.
Trooper Proctor, and your team are going to, quote, make it cut and dry since it involves cops, meaning Brian Albert, correct?
Incorrect. Doesn't matter to me if the homeowner's a cop, if the victim's a police officer. Myself and everyone in my office investigated this case that Saturday, had an overwhelming amount of evidence that Miss Reed struck Mr. O'Keefe. So it didn't matter to us what their occupation was.
We'll see. Let's keep reading, shall we?
Shall we?
5051, a little further down, says, gotta be. I could only imagine what internal affairs at BPD are trying to get out there. Correct?
Correct.
Meaning, this person, 5051, was opining, at least in your mind, you interpreted that as being Boston police are going to have a lot to answer for, given the fact that another Boston police officer was found dead on that officer's lawn. Correct?
Objection.
What were you thinking?
Can't speak to the mindsets of that comment. I wasn't sure how to interpret that one.
All right, next question, Mr. Jackson.
Then 5051 changes gears and he writes, she hot at least, correct?
Yes.
And what was your response to that?
From all accounts, he didn't do a thing wrong. She's a whack job cunt.
From all accounts, he didn't do a thing wrong. She's a whack job cunt. That's what you wrote, correct?
Correct.
Hard T, chat. Around these parts, when you say it like that, like I say it, you might have noticed. But when you say cunt, hard T, by the way, monetization is out the window. That's fine. Hard T. So if you ever see anyone in chat, just say hard T. That's what we mean.
Correct.
Listen to it again. It's bloody great.
From all accounts, he didn't do a thing wrong. She's a whack job cunt. That's what you wrote, correct?
Correct.
Zinger.
16 hours into this investigation.
Yes.
Into your objective and unbiased, thorough investigation, correct?
Correct.
But sir, you didn't have all accounts, did you?
What I meant by that was,
Did you or did you not have all accounts in your investigation?
the accounts we had was Miss Reed struck Mr. O'Keefe with her vehicle, discovered taillight pieces at the scene. Those are the accounts we had.
The accounts
And then
you
some.
had, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
The accounts you had, Trooper Proctor, were from two people named McCabe and one named Albert, who happened to be the homeowner and a Boston cop. Those are the accounts from recipient witnesses that you had, correct?
There was another additional witness that we had, investigators had interviewed, Miss.
Good night, Gerda. Thank you so much for staying up with us. I know you're in South Africa. Wow. Camp Shorty is so international. Chat. We're up to $307, not including the gifted memberships. Not including the gifted memberships. And wait. Kirby just donated $120. Kirby, thank you so much. All of it's going to Karen's Defense Fund. Thank you, Kirby. Can everyone in chat say thank you so much, Kirby? Wow. So let's go a new column. I need a new column. Kirby, you're going in the draw for merch. 120 makes brain ain't braining. 307 plus 120. God damn. 427. One of my favorite numbers. Way to go, Kirby. Kirby rocks. Kirby does have big Yannetti energy, big Jackson energy, and big Alessi energy. Wow.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
Amazing. The cash register is chinging tonight. Kirby, you are awesome. People with big hearts sharing with other people with big hearts, right? What a beautiful community. I love you all so much. I can't even. I'm going to cry. Let's see if we can get it to 500 by the end of the stream. We have this one, this vile animal, this Mr. Michael Proctor, the artist formerly known as Trooper, to quote Nick Francis, love, 1010. We can get to 500. I know we can.
Roberts as well.
And from all accounts, he didn't do a thing wrong. That was your decision 16 hours into the investigation, correct?
Yes.
And the other...
In fact, wait, we're probably already up to 500 with all the gifted memberships. So let's see if we can get it even higher. Let's see if we can go to 550.
Decision that you made. And the other determination you came to was my client, Karen Reed, was a whack job cunt.
Ooh,
right?
Snap.
Yes.
What else did you say in response to she's hot at least? Or she hot at least? Question mark.
So following that text, I responded, yeah, she's a babe. Weird Fall River accent, though. No ass.
Yeah, she's a babe. Who's the she?
Miss Reed.
Weird Fall River accent, though. You talking about her, the way she talks?
The accent.
And no ass. Now you're talking about her body, her physique, correct?
Yes.
You think that's appropriate?
Absolutely not.
Then Bird chimes in with a little comedy. Not newsworthy then, correct?
Correct.
In other words, well, if she didn't have an ass, nothing to see here, correct?
Objection.
Sustain.
And then 5051 says, oh, she's skating, right?
Correct.
And what did you write after that?
My response was 0 chance she skated.
And then what did you write?
She's fucked.
You're fucked.
0 chance she skates. She's fucked, right?
Correct.
You decided on the 29th of January, 17 hours into this investigation, you decided individually, Trooper Proctor, you're not only going to put it on the girl, you decided you're going to make sure this is cut and dried, and the way you're going to do it is to make sure that she's fucked. That's what you were saying.
Zing.
Objection.
All right, so that's sustained. You can, the content's fine. You have to ask it differently.
17 hours into this investigation, Trooper Proctor, you made the decision that you were going to put it on Miss Reed, didn't you? Put the case on Miss Reed. She was going to catch the case, correct?
No, absolutely not.
Sorry,
What did you mean then?
I'm doing notations.
You said,
listen.
she's fucked.
Fucked.
After the day's investigation with multiple troopers conducting multiple tasks, debriefing at Canton PD amongst detectives in my office, we went through the overwhelming amount of evidence against Miss Reed that she struck Mr. O'Keefe with her vehicle.
No.
That's what I meant by that comment.
What you meant by that comment, Trooper Proctor, was you were going to make sure, because 5051 had said she's going to skate. She's skating. When you said 0 chance she skates, she's fucked. What you meant was, I'm going to make sure, I am going to make sure Ms. Reed doesn't skate. She's fucked. That's what you meant.
Objection.
Sustained.
And then
Wait.
Bird decides to chime in. Good. No ass bitch. Right?
Yes, that's what he wrote.
And how did you respond?
Pull up, bitch. Steve? Wow.
Count it 5, 10, yeah, 15, 20, 25, 30, yeah, get the money.
Holy shit, Steve. Wow. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you. Karen says thank you, I'm sure. Camp Shorty says thank you. Like wow. Like wow. Like wow. Like wow. Oh my fucking God. Like wow. Like wow. So kind. NH dude. This is an amazing night for Karen. Thank you. Thank you. Dude. Thanks, Steve. Song break. A Karen one. I've only got 2 Karen ones. I've been too busy to write anymore. I've got to do a new one with the hanky-panky bullshit. I will. Don't you worry about that. Wow. Mercy, my dude. Mercy. Mercy beaucoup. Steve. Like, yikes. Wow. Generosity. The love is flowing. You all are amazing. Steve. That's wild. Wild. I don't have words. Like, I don't have words. Gosh.
Respond to Bird saying, good. No ass bitch.
I laughed.
Thought that was funny, did you? Trooper Proctor? Thought that was funny?
It was unprofessional of me.
Yeah, man,
something
no
I shouldn't have
shit.
done.
Well, I think we all know it was unprofessional. It was a lot of things. I'm asking you, did you think it was funny?
No, according to my response at the time, apparently.
Then you sent a picture.
Memberships, gifted memberships are up to 36. So, let me get my calculator. Maths, numbers isn't my jam. Money isn't my jam. Numbers aren't my jam. Let me do a calculate. I know we're stopping Mr. Jackson. I can't even think. So we got plus 120. Wait. Oh my God, my brain. Yikes. Okay, we had 427, 527.
Swing it over here, shorty. Well.
So we're up to 563. Wow. Wow. 563. 563.
Just to add to it, to pile on of Miss Reed being arrested, correct?
I'm not sure if that came from me, sir.
Right,
Let's
Akasha?
skip to 2543. Are you there, Trooper Proctor?
Yes.
The date is now February 2nd, 2022. And a person by the name of Doc writes, is that chick a smoke? Correct?
Correct.
Who's the chick?
Miss Reed.
And you write E-H, right?
Yes.
And then you write nutbag, as Chief would say, correct?
Correct.
Who's Chief?
A friend of mine.
And then you write what?
She's got a leaky balloon knot.
Trooper Proctor, explain to the jurors what a balloon knot is.
Your essentially, I guess, your rectum area.
Your anus?
Yes.
That's what you were referring to about Miss Reed?
Piece of shit.
Yes.
And you were making fun of her because you believed at that time that it leaked? That's how you were treating Miss Reed? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no, motherfucker?
And then you followed that up just to make sure you cleared up any mistake about what you meant with leaks poo, correct?
All
Objection.
right, so I'm going to strike that. You can get this in, but do it the right way, Mr. Jackson.
You followed that up with the phrase leaks poo, didn't you?
I did.
Again, another reference to Miss Reed's medical issue.
Chad, this is so hard to watch, but Jackson just hammers him.
Issues and medical conditions, correct?
Correct.
Specifically focused on her anus, correct?
In reference, yes.
Were you aware at the time that you wrote this that Miss Reed had suffered a colectomy surgery, very serious surgery?
I was not, sir, no.
Were you aware that she had had 10 surgeries in 18 months, several years prior? 10.
I was not aware of that.
Were you aware that she had serious medical issues, gastrointestinal medical issues that she suffered with, she was a victim of for years? Did you know that?
Objection.
Sustained.
But you decided that you were going to take another shot at her and talk about her anatomy.
1 second, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh, Madam Court Reporter. Madam Court
I'm sorry.
Reporter.
You decided that you were going to take another shot at her and talk about her anatomy as a balloon knot, correct?
Objection.
Sustained.
At this point, Trooper Proctor, Miss Reed was just reduced to a punchline to you, wasn't she?
Objection.
Sustained.
My anxiety is through the roof. It's making me feel sick.
Well, you weren't done yet. This chat doesn't end yet, does it?
No, sir.
I hate how he's so fucking like polite and shit too. Doesn't undo any of this bullshit, you disgusting, vile animal. Steph, thank you so much. Wow. We are so gonna hit 600. I love you.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
Hang in there with this disgusting, vile thing. About another 3 minutes left. Okay. And then we're down to number one. We'll do the draw from last week. There'll be a much bigger pool of people to draw from next weekend when we draw the merch draw.
Let's skip to 2543. On the same date, February 2nd, 2022, about 4:15 p.m., a person by the name of Whitey wrote, "What are you guzzling on?" Correct?
Yes.
And you wrote, nothing, writing a warrant. Is that right?
Correct.
Why did you then share some sort of a video? Correct?
Yes.
You remember that video being in the
Nick.
1980s band Warrant?
I don't recall the video he sent.
0095 laughed and then wrote, wait, why does her asshole leak?
Ooh.
Correct?
Yes, that's what he wrote.
And then what did Doc write in response to that?
Objection, Your Honor.
The objection sustained. I'll see it. Sidebar, take that down, please.
Trooper Proctor, without getting to the specifics of the words used in the following, in the next exchange that you're looking at, it's fair to say that your high
This is also the trial channel.
school buddies.
So much better without having to scroll through all the dead air time. Thank you, the trial channel. If you aren't already, give them a subscribe. I became a member. I pay my membership to the trial channel. I'm a member of quite a few channels because paying it forward, and I appreciate very much all the work they do. And they come into our chat and participate in our other stuff, our psychology corner chats. I love this. YouTube can be a lovely place. It can be a marvelous, kind, loving, supportive place. That's what we exemplify here.
Then continue to discuss Ms. Reed's medical issues, correct?
That's sustained. Come on, Mr. Jackson. That isn't what you said you'd ask. Go ahead and ask the question you said you'd ask.
Was there a continued discussion that finished on this subject matter?
Yes.
On Monday, you indicated that your conduct in this case, and specifically your conduct as reflected in these messages, how did you put it? It did not affect the integrity of the investigation, of your investigation, correct? That's what you said to the jurors.
Correct.
Do you know what the definition of integrity is?
Doing the right thing when no one's looking.
It means the quality of being honest and having strong moral
Bev size.
principles, correct?
Objection.
Sustained.
Do you believe that integrity means being honest and having strong moral principles?
I believe that's part of it as well.
Do you stand by that testimony that you were showing strong moral principles in this investigation, sir?
In the investigation part, absolutely. Through these text messages, absolutely not. They were juvenile and regrettable.
And
when you say they're juvenile and regrettable, it sounds like you're almost apologizing to the jury.
Right.
For your conduct. Is that what you're doing?
For those text.
Objection.
Sustained.
Oopsies.
Trooper Proctor, have you ever apologized to Miss Reed?
Boom.
Objection.
Sustained.
That makes me feel sick. Jake, thank you so much. Good morning, Miss Shorty. Can't wait till trial 2.0. Free Karen Reed. Love your channel from Perth. Wow. Thank you so much, Jake. Amazing. Wow. Wait. My mind is blown by all this amazing generosity. Thank you.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
Oh my goodness, chat. We are so close now to the $600 mark, but I think Pammy also did. Wait, 30. We're up to, I think we're $2 away. Because Pammy, we're going to make it. Wait, I can't get it. That's what she said. We're going to make it. We're going to make it. I think we're $2 off. I can't breathe. I can't think. I can. Oh, I got it. Not very well. Thank you, Pammy. I engage with all YouTube channels. I'll write you two down, you three down on the list in a tick. NH Dude, Steve, Mr. Generous. Generous is his middle name. Charity is his middle name. I engage with all YouTube channels covering free Karen Reed, but this is by far the kindest group of good-hearted humans, hands down. Well, thank you. You are the company you keep, Steve. So there you go. Thank you. Thank you. I forgot to say thank you to Jake. I mean, Everyone in chat said thank you. I said thank you, but thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, shorties. And don't feel like, so it's called the trial channel. Yes, we did share the link again. We can share the link again. Easy peasy. So generous. I love your brains, Shorty. Thanks, Brett. This, and this.
Shit.
So shall we do this draw before we get to number one? Shall we? So this is from last weekend. It wasn't such a big weekend last weekend. I think the ball was still getting rolling. Maybe people were concerned that we wouldn't donate. Please, we ain't got no grift. So these are all the people from last weekend. Did Akasha just do $2 to get us there? Am I looking? Joe Schmo just did the $2. You fucking legend. And I hear you said see you next Tuesday. Did you say whack job, cunt? We made it. 2, Joe. Lovely. Amazing. Boom. We did it. We did it. Chat 600. That's not the number has no limit though. Hi, Buster. Are you excited too? Wow. Shorties, you're the best. Shorties are the best. Shorties are the best. Shorties are the best. Oh my goodness. Boom. Akasha Buster goes, where's my donation? You got a pig ear donation in the spirit of DNA testing. Akasha, $5 holla. $5 holla. Okay, we're going to do the draw, shall we? Yes. Yes, I'm going to scroll to get to the end of... Wow. Not done yet, Shorty. No, sorry. Timmerman's here. Hi. Hi. Savage. Joe says, I want to see somebody create a magic 8-ball drawing. That would be a cool 70s, 80s throwback. I mean, if anyone can, it's Matilda because she's like a whiz. Okay. You know what we need, Joey? We need a drum roll sound effect, I think. We'll add that to the soundboard. Okay. Whoever wins this, if you're in chat, let me know. You pick one top off the merch store. Let me know your size, your color, your design. Hi, Buster. I probably need Buster and Poppy merch, right? All right, I got one. Drum roll, please. Oh, 2. Oh my God, 2. They stuck together. I have to do it again. Does that count? I feel like I fucked it now. I'll make sure. Sorry. Oh my God, it's rigged like Steve on Publicly Buzzed's wheel. Okay, I've got one. Just one. Oh, I wonder if she'll say no draw again. Holly Street, are you here? Holly Street. Possibly Drawgate. Drop bear support free Karen Reed. Holly, if you're around, let me know. I have a feeling Holly might say give someone else. But also Holly is such an amazing friend. She was so supportive of me through the thick of things. We do love you, Holly. It's not rigged at all. Holly has also bought a lot of merch herself with her own dollars. So that. Congratulations, Holly. If you want me to draw again, let me know. I will keep that and we can draw it again. Congratulations, Holly. Ah, what a beautiful dog. Woo. Not optional, Holly. Joey says hard tea, not optional. Okay. Wait. Steph, thank you. Wait, let me scroll back up. Now, wait. Oh, it's gone to shit because we've been going for 3 hours and my brains. Steph, welcome new members. Scrolling. This. I'll add that to the memberships. Then Steph, $2 holla. Oh my God, so much bookkeeping here. It's lucky I can keep my shit sorted. Lol. Yes. We're up to number 1, chat. Number 1, obviously. I mean, is there any question what it's going to be? There's been a glaring omission so far.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
Well.
Which is it going to be? Which is it going to be? What's number 1 going to be? 600. Well, Holly's not in chat, but we will definitely let her know. Absolutely. If you see her around these streets, I'll just DM her. Easy peasy. My brain's stiff. Right. So much for a quick top 10 countdown, right? When Joe Schmo says, "Oh, my stream went to 3 hours," would you believe it? I'm like, sir, have you been to Camp Shorty? Okay. Real quick. You missed a $2 from NH Dude. Okay, thank you so much. Okay. Running out of space here. Thanks, Steve. We'll do a tally while at the end of it. Festivus. No Festivus. Time does fly when you're having fun. Just play the video. Okay, number 1, Joey. Are you poised and ready for the number 1 bumper thing? I am. I'm born ready. And we've got another stream that started 6 minutes ago. Lol. We'll push that back. On my 1, Joey. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Who likes a little bit of Adele?
Correct.
And on February 26th, less than a month after the incident.
Oh, wait, you can't see that.
Access the time and date of that photo. Correct?
Correct. Wait.
Not sure what you mean by that.
You couldn't manipulate.
That was
In other
anticlimax.
words, it wasn't a friend of yours.
I'm pausing to say, hi, Holly, you just won the raffle. Holly is back. That's what she said. I'm well.
Miss Shorty, you're muted. Miss Shorty, you're muted. Miss Shorty, you're muted. Miss Shorty, you're muted.
Damn it, you just made me snort laugh my bourbon and Coke when Joe Smo says it's going to be a quick one. I didn't mean it like that at all. Holly is back. That's what she said. Holly. Oh. Look at those knuckles. They're like $30 million knuckles. Okay. Holly, colon. That's what she said. An accident. Okay, so sorry about the anticlimax. Is that all in the theme of the Joe Schmo and the quick one? Just play the video.
Of yours that took the photo.
No.
This was taken by an event staff member. Is that right?
Correct.
It was later posted on social media. Isn't that right?
Oh.
Correct.
Let me just
You
fix
could not
that.
access the
Being kind of
metadata.
fun
You couldn't
here.
access the time and date of that photo. Correct?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
You couldn't manipulate the time or date this photo was taken.
No.
This photo is completely sort of out of your control. Isn't that right?
Correct.
And it was
Yes,
controlled by
colors
the
it
event
was. I thought it was
staff at
midday.
Fenway Johnny's.
Correct.
And on February 26th, less than a month after the incident at
Oh, well,
Fairview,
that didn't happen.
that's what your right knuckles look like, correct?
Correct.
And this is a true and accurate depiction of your condition on or about February 26th, correct?
Correct.
How'd you get those injuries, Mr. Albert? We can analyze that.
I was at a party, my house party, my senior year, and I remember it being icy out, and it was kind of like a steep hill of a driveway.
Oh, that was my earbud. Sorry.
And I was walking up the driveway, and I slipped down the driveway, and I tried to catch myself, but I had something in my left hand, so I had tried to brace myself with my right hand, and I ended up sliding a little bit down the driveway.
What'd you have in your left hand?
If I remember, it was either my phone or a beverage.
So according to you, you fell on ice and injured your knuckles.
Okay, colors
As
fine.
we just saw in that photograph, right across the top of your knuckles.
Correct.
So you fell onto what, pavement, asphalt?
Yes.
And you braced yourself when you fell, your entire body weight, by putting your right hand down in a fist, and you injured your right fist, just the top of the knuckles on your right fist when you fell down.
Correct.
Seriously?
Seriously? And then someone goes, objection. Seriously? Hey, I can't remember what I was going to say.
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
You didn't put your palms down when you fell?
No.
You felt your entire body weight on your right fist and just injured the top portion of your knuckles, correct?
Correct.
Those injuries to your knuckles look an awful lot like the type of injuries that you would get in a
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
You ever been in a fight, sir?
Other than with my brothers, no.
You've never been in a fight
Nope.
your entire life.
Other than with my brothers, no.
Never hurt your knuckles before.
Not sure what you mean.
Never hurt your knuckles in a fight.
No.
And in this case, when you fell down on the asphalt, it was only the top 4 knuckles of your right hand, correct?
Correct.
You right-handed or left-handed?
Right-handed.
Bye, Laura. Which bit?
Box?
Nope.
Too late.
I'm sorry, you don't box?
Nope.
You've never boxed?
Never.
You ever practice boxing?
I've hit the bag for like cardio, but other than that, no.
When you hit the bag, is that considered boxing?
I wouldn't say so. Not.
To be fair, have we seen, do you remember the footage that Turtle Boy found? By Laura, by the way, thank you for being here. Remember the footage that Turtle Boy found of that people sent Aiden of Colin? Colin was in the house boxing, fighting. He's like this, bitch slapping, and no idea. So maybe he's not lying. But yeah, nah. Yikes. Got a few clips from Colin, by the way.
It's not jumping
really.
rope, is it, Mr. Albert?
No.
Of course we
It's
do.
not doing curls.
Nope.
Not doing push-ups or calisthenics.
Calisthenics.
It's hitting a bag,
Jackson.
correct?
Yeah.
That's boxing, right?
I'd say yeah.
Yeah. When that photograph was taken at Fenway Johnny's, those knuckles looked like they had been re-injured from a prior injury. No?
No.
Just falling on the asphalt.
Correct.
Any other cuts or scrapes from that terrible fall on the asphalt?
Objection, Your Honor.
I'll rephrase it. Any other cuts or scrapes or injuries from that fall?
I don't remember.
Just your right knuckles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you've never been in a fight before.
Well, there's a lot of long pauses while his brain processes the question or what answer he should give. Yikes. I think there was one that was like 6 seconds. Not in this clip. But yeah, this is another The Trial Channel, defluffed, time stamped. Thanks, The Trial Channel.
Nope.
Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Did you post a video? You threatened that you're going to.
Objection, Your Honor.
The objection sustained. I'll see you at sidebar on this.
Sidebar.
Familiar with this.
Sidebar. Look, watch. And yes. Like magic.
So,
Dunkle.
Mr. Albert,
Daddy
you
uncle.
stay right where you are. We're going to see a couple of short videos, and then Mr. Jackson will ask you questions, and then Mr. Lally will ask you questions. Then I'll hear from the lawyers, and then I'll take. So the first one, are they both on the same? They're separate.
I'm going to call this one
All right,
advantage.
So let's mark.
I'm going to call this one advantage.
Let's mark them each for identification.
The one I'm holding in my right hand,
Bring it up.
I'll call advantage.
Advantage. Pull up, bitch. I will beat your ass. I will fuck you up.
All right, so play.
Pull up, bitch.
GG first, please.
Yes, sir.
Yo, your advantage boys. I will beat all your asses. I promise you, I will fuck you all up. Pull up, bitch.
Okay. And the next one, please.
Yeah.
May I inquire, Your Honor?
Yes.
I'm going to take those two videos one at a time. I'm going to call one the advantage voice and one the bang bang video. For purpose.
So this is outside the presence of the jury. This is of voir dire, as you all would say in Joe Schmo land. So AJ goes in just as hard when the jury's there.
This is my questioning, Mr. Albert, specifically regarding the
Britt, I don't believe so.
The advantage voice video. Did you recognize it?
Yes.
How did you recognize it?
What do you mean by
How
that?
do you recognize it? Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. When was that taken?
Maybe my sophomore year in high school. Around.
Where were you?
I don't remember. Where.
So your sophomore year in high school, that's about 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, around.
You indicated on cross-examination you've never been in a fight.
No.
Indicating that you have no violent tendencies, no violent.
You big fucking bird.
Nope.
What were you saying on that video?
That I would beat them up.
Did you say you would beat them up, or did you say I
Done.
will fuck you
Holly,
up?
done.
I said I will F you up.
No, you didn't say I will F you up. What did you actually say?
That I would fuck them up.
That I would fuck them up. Simmy, did you see that? Holly said, give it to Simmy. Give it to Simmy. Give it to Simmy. Simmy, shoot me an email with what you would like from the merch store, and I won't fuck you up, but pull up, bitch. Wait, where I pulled it off the screen. Yikes. Britt says, Jill Daniel is the family attack dog. Now Chloe is gone. Britt just pulled up, right? Yoink.
You also said something about beating
Thank you, Holly.
somebody's
That's
ass,
beautiful.
right?
Correct.
What did that mean?
That I would beat them up.
I will fuck you up.
So when you
I will
said
beat
I will
your
fuck
ass.
you up and I will beat
Your
your
ass.
was that a friendly invitation?
No.
That was a threat, correct?
I don't know if I would call it a threat.
Don't?
I'm not sure.
Someone
Right.
walks up to you. I'm not going to do it. Someone did. Walked up to you and said, I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass.
Sorry.
You wouldn't take
I hit
that as a
myself.
threat?
I'll go back.
But if someone did, walked up to you and said, I will fuck you up. I will beat your ass. You wouldn't take that as a threat?
If they walked up to me, yeah.
But if they didn't walk up and just shouted it across the street and stood there and said, I will fuck you up, I will beat your ass. That's not a threat.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think you are sure, sir.
All right, so that I'll strike at the Commonwealth standing up and objecting.
Were you threatening
Thank you. What the fuck?
advantage boys, guys, whoever they are?
Yeah, kinda.
Were you
kinda.
threatening them with violence?
Yeah,
Kinda, yeah.
kinda,
In
yeah.
the second video, you said, fuck you a number of times. And then you said,
I'm gonna cut it.
KO, you said, pull up,
Bitch.
KO, bang, bang. Right?
Correct.
Explain that to me.
I'm not sure. Like, explain what I said.
Is that a threat?
Yeah.
Pull up, bitch. Right?
Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Those same advantage kids.
Got it. So you're threatening them yet again a second time.
Yeah.
What does pull up mean?
Like, come by.
Yeah, meaning get over here.
Like, pull up, bitch.
Right?
Yep.
Because when you do, I'm going to fuck you up. Right?
Yeah.
Meaning I'm going to fight you and I'm going to put you down. Correct?
Correct.
That was your threat to them.
Correct.
Can we get a time on this second one?
Of course. When was the second one, the bang bang threat made? Before or after the advantage boys?
I'm not sure.
After?
Might have been this same night. I really don't know.
Well, you're dressed completely differently, so it's probably not the same night. You would agree with that?
Unless I could have changed my shirt. I do that often.
Okay. So you changed your shirt on the same night. You just decided to threaten the guys twice. that what you're saying?
Maybe.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure.
Was it around the same time frame?
Around, yeah.
All right. The fact of the matter is, Mr. Albert, you do like to fight, don't you?
Nope.
The fact of the matter is, you showed up at another hearing, at another proceeding.
The total chat is now at 626. 626. 626. I will go back and double check my numbers, but I'm pretty sure it's 626 because we were at 563. Then we got 10, 25, 2, 5, 2, 2, 2, and 15 in memberships. So 626. Yikes. Chat is bay.
To testify, and you showed up with busted knuckles then too, didn't you?
I do not remember.
July 27th, 2023. Do you remember being at another hearing?
Yes.
You remember being questioned by some attorneys?
Yes.
Do you remember the question about the condition of your fist? Literally at the hearing?
Yeah.
It was obvious to the person that was questioning you that you had an injury to your fist, correct?
Objection.
That's a student.
I'll rephrase that. My apologies, Your Honor. You were asked questions by the questioner about the condition, the physical condition of your fist, weren't you?
Correct.
And you claimed at that time, well, let me back up for a second and ask a different question. They were asking because you had open injuries on your right knuckles yet again, didn't you?
Correct.
You said, it must have been hitting a heavy bag, right?
Yeah.
Boxing again.
Hitting the bag, yeah.
Just working out, right?
Yep.
Didn't have any injuries on your left hand though, did you?
No.
How many times did you hit a heavy bag?
I'm not sure.
How many times have you worked out with a heavy bag? That's an unfair question. I'll ask a better one. How many times have you worked out on a heavy bag?
I'm not sure.
When you work out on a heavy bag, you wrap your hands, don't you?
I do not know.
Oh, tough guy.
So only your right
Tough
hand
guy.
gets injured over and over and over and over again. Not your left hand.
I'm not sure.
Even though you punch in the bag with both hands.
I'm not sure.
Yet again, you're right-handed, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
When you throw a haymaker,
Yep.
your hardest
20 more
punch,
seconds of this one.
that's with your right fist, right? Is
Objection.
I'll allow it.
that right?
I would say they have equal. They're equal. I don't know. Not
That's
sure.
all I have.
All right, Mr.
Okay, so all right, Mr. Lally. No thanks to Mr. Lally. Hi, Buster. What's doing? You want to go outside? 1 second. I'll do it in a sec. I'll let you out in a sec. Walk and talk, chat. Walk and talk. Bussy. This is the last little bit of I think my notes went a bit haywire at the end here, but we'll see. Thoughts and prayers. Oh no, wait. 124. This. I don't know why I said this. Something. Oh, Alan gets a bit snarky.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Put your dick away, Jim.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You cannot hear in that background.
No problem. I appreciate you giving us the opportunity. Your Honor, it's very clear that these videos are highly, highly relevant, given the sanitized testimony that this witness has tried to present to this jury. He's indicated that he's never been in a fight, doesn't have any violent proclivities, he doesn't have any violent tendencies. It's not in his countenance.
This is great.
Mr. Lally opened this
So
door.
you only got that through the voir dire.
Understood.
Okay, so the violent tendencies only came in through the voir dire.
Well, that's not true. But in front of the jury, he said, "I've never been in a fight."
Okay, but that specific question, you said violent tendencies, it was unobjected to, but that was voir dire.
Understood. Mr. Lally clearly opened this door yesterday. He presented a photograph or a series of photographs with this witness's family. His arm draped over his aunt. He's with his mom, looking very family-oriented, etc. And Mr. Lally went further than that and specifically said, "I want you to take a look at your face, your hands, and your extremities. Do you see anything unusual or, odd about that? That's why I believe the court allowed, based on the testimony today, allowed the photograph in February of 2022 of the actual photo that cannot be manipulated. It's in the hands of a third party of the busted and injured knuckles on this witness's right hand. He then said, I've never been in a fight. Those two videos belie that testimony. There is no way to look at those two videos and say, this is not relevant to the issue of whether or not he has been in a fight.
But tell me how whether he's been in a fight is relevant to an issue in this case. That's what you have to do.
Because the police should have, the Massachusetts State Police should have, if they were doing their due diligence, they should have investigated this young man. They should have investigated every single person that was in that house, in or around the home of where John O'Keefe was found, the Albert home, and they didn't. They did nothing to investigate whether or not there was someone in the house who tended to fight, who wanted to get in physical altercations, who had a propensity to get in physical altercations, who was a fighter by nature, who threatened to fight, who threatened violence.
Boom.
That's what this young man has indicated he does constantly. I'm surprised he didn't show up in this hearing with busted knuckles.
So does this go to your third party culprit defense?
It goes to both. It certainly goes to both, but yes, it also goes to our third party culprit defense as well. This is a focus of, I believe this should be a focus of the jurors' attention in terms of, is there a third party who could have done this that evidence points to that may have done this? Absolutely. This evidence, what we now have, points directly in that it's focused in that direction. So yeah,
one more clip. We've made it, chat. My estimations were way off. I did a lot of talking. We did a lot of money raising for Karen's Defense Fund. Chat, I'm so proud of you, shorties. You're amazing. I love you so much. Like, I love you all very, very, very much. Last bit. Here we go. So the jury's back. The jury is back. Oh, this little bit of lally.
There's no evidence whatsoever of physical altercation. There's no evidence that there's a physical altercation even in this case. So to allow counsel to introduce this purely for, prejudicial.
Steve. Holy fucking shit. Wow, Steve. 250. Steve, you know what, Steve? You're not even going in the drawer. Pick whatever you want off the merch store, right? Pick whatever you want off the merch store. Holy shit, dude. Thank you so much. Wild. That's wild. I feel like I don't have a soundbite good enough.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit. Let's get ready to rumble.
Wow. Ay. What the fuck says I'm literally crying right now. This is so beautiful. Amazing, generous people. Grateful for you all. Holy fucking shit balls, Steve. Wow. My brain can't compute. Lordy Dordy. 876. Chat. 876. Are you kidding me? Steve, you're a very generous man. It's a very good cause. Thank you so much. Whatever the difference is, we're getting to 1,000. Well, Joey pitched in 90 last week, so the difference is 100 words, 100 numbers, 169. No, it's not. We're at right now 876. 876, chat. Lord. Yes, voir dire. It's a French word. French words. Chat is bay. Let's go. Did you hear Lally? Thank you, Steve. You're amazing. You'll get a special shout out on the community post. Yikes, Steve. Thank you so much.
Official reasons and to invite the jury to speculate as to what it is essentially does nothing but divert the jury's attention away from the facts of the case and what the evidence of the case is, and more so is just there's no evidence of anything in this.
Exactly, Lally. All right, Lally.
May I give it briefly?
Yes.
In terms of evidence of a fight, I don't know what Mr. Lally is talking about. He says there's no evidence of a fight in this case.
Hang on.
John O'Keefe looks like he had been beaten to death. He's got 2 black eyes, a laceration over his right eye, a laceration over his nose, a giant wound on the back of his head, and he doesn't look like he was hit by a car. He looks like he was in a physical altercation. It's as plain as the nose on your face, and we have evidence that we have witnesses who are going to propound that evidence and present that evidence. So Mr. Lally and the Commonwealth can take whatever position they want to. If they think those injuries are consistent with being hit by a 6,000-pound truck, they can knock themselves out. That is not the state of the case, and they don't get to dictate the state of the facts. The facts speak for themselves. Second, with regard to whether or not Mr. Albert was home that night, or at the home that night in a position to be able to engage in a physical altercation, which, by the way, takes about that long, that is predicated on his own family members covering for him. Every one of the witnesses who testified basically are friends and families of the Alberts. And keep in mind, Your Honor, I don't think it's lost on anybody that Colin Albert was hidden, specifically and intentionally hidden from all of law enforcement for the first several months of this investigation. Nobody was willing to even say.
I will buy something from Steve from the store. Matilda, I'll send your money to Karen's defense fund. How about that? Is that fair? Lord. Now I'm making water, Joey says. Oh my goodness. I'm dying. Literally. Merci beaucoup. Matilda. Pammy. Y'all are amazing. It's just been like that all night. It's been raining all the colors. Thank you, everyone. I'll add you all to the list. Steve, pick whatever you want from the merch store. And thank you, Matilda. And thank you, Pammy. Mwah.
Say he was at the house. That is highly, highly suspicious. Given the gravity of what we have now, I would take an issue with one thing Mr. Lally said. He said this diverts the jurors' attention. I would agree it diverts their attention. It diverts their attention to somebody who possibly could be involved with this, who was not properly investigated. And I'll submit.
Okay. So may I have those 2 flash drives, please? Yes. No, I was asking them. All right. So I will. Why don't we take a 15-minute recess? I'll look at these.
Tiny.
And we'll come out.
All right.
Tiny. Steph. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Goodness me. Piney. Steph. Let's do a tally. Lordy Dordy. Hang on. 876 plus 50 plus 10 plus 20 plus 20. Ooh, 976, y'all. 976.
Thank you. Mr. Albert, before we took a break, you had mentioned that you
Let's fucking go, Alan.
never been in a fight.
Correct.
You stand by that testimony?
Correct.
Correct.
I'd like you to take a look at a video. It's been marked for. Let's get ready. Sorry, it's evidence number 86. I'm going to play this short video for you and ask you a couple questions.
Wait. Adele is going to fuck me up with my AdSense. That's fine. So did the cunt. Hard T. That other Jules. I got my calculator out still. That other Jules. We're at 996. Wow. Wow. I've got tears in my eyes. Maybe, Steve. We'll talk offline. Let's keep going with this. $4, chat.
I will beat all your asses.
I won't beat anyone's ass.
I will fuck you all.
Amber. We can have the lights, Alan Jackson. I'm going to need some fucking crying gum. I got Jules. I missed one, boss. Son of a bitch. Yikes. We did it. We did it. Equals 69. Yes, Steph. Wow. Oh, and wait. Laura. Oh my God, you all. Amber. Thank you. Laura. Thank you. Oh. And something just came into my dumb old. Wait. Ah, Stimmy. Yes, I'll get to you. I'll get to you. That sounded ominous. Stimmy, I'll get to you. Hi, Buster. Buster goes, what? $1,000? We went over 1,000? Goodness me. So, Amber, 10. And Laura, $50. We're well over now, chat. Amazing. What a community. What a group of people.
Did you recognize what was depicted in that video?
Yes.
Who was that?
Me.
Approximately when was that video taken?
Yeah.
Around my sophomore year in high school.
Sophomore year or senior
Goodness
year? in high school?
gracious.
Say around my sophomore year in high school.
Why do you say your sophomore year when you previously? Well, let me ask it a different way. Did you previously testify? At
I'll do a
different
tally and a
hearing
tick.
back in July of 2023.
Yes.
You were asked about this video, weren't you?
Yes.
You were asked about another videos at the same time, correct?
Correct.
And in that hearing, you said you believe that was taken closer to your junior year or senior year in high school, correct?
Correct.
And that was under the oath,
Correct.
same oath that you took here.
Correct.
Closer in time to the events in question. And at that time, you said your junior year or senior year in high school, correct?
Correct.
If it was your senior year in high school, what year would that have been?
I'm going to cry.
21, 22. So 2021, 2022.
Going into 2022, correct?
Yeah.
The same year that John O'Keefe passed away.
Correct.
What did you mean by, I'm going to fuck you up?
I will beat your
That I
ass.
was going to beat them up.
Actually, you didn't say beat them up. You said, I'm going to beat your ass, didn't you?
Yes.
That was a threat, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was a threat directed at some other individuals with whom you had some sort of a beef or a problem.
Correct.
And your resolution of that problem is, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to beat your ass. Right?
Correct.
Oh my goodness, Micah. Ah, I love all of the good emotes. 69. That's amazing. Oh, 69. We'll have to make sure we do the cents so the donation has the cents in it. If we can. Thank you, Micah. I'm going to do all of these. I'm going to run out of these slips. So I know who I still have to put into here in the Shorty mug to go in this. I've got it all noted down. Micah, thank you. I'll forgive you for fucking with me with how to say your name. I'm still not quite sure. Micah, wow. Micah, wow. So the boys bang bang is in my head now, says Lawyer B. Always. I will beat your ass. I will fuck you up. Micah. Yeah. Yes. But then they were saying it was Mika. It was a whole thing. Perfect. Yeah, I thought I was the whole time, and then a couple of you were fucking with me and saying me car. I'm just going with my car or big M or the big garage, my garage.
But you've never been in a fight.
Never.
Your Honor, with the court's permission, could we play evidence number 87?
Yes.
Don't start again. Bang, bang.
Mr. Albert, who was that in that video?
Me.
Was that taken around the same time?
Yes.
You indicated you're a bitch, bro.
You're a bitch, bro.
Correct.
Was that a
Correct.
threat?
Hang on, Bussy.
Yes.
More of an insult?
Yeah, more of an insult.
Calling someone out?
Yep.
Making them feel bad?
Yep.
Yeah.
Prompting them to maybe fight?
Objection, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'll ask that question differently, Mr. Jackson.
Good night,
Also called him a
Steve.
pussy, didn't you?
A pussy. Wait,
Correct.
that was funny. Steve, good night. Sleep well. Sleep well on your pillow of benevolence and altruism. No, your charity, your kindness, your generosity. Thank you so much. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look what we are mighty. We are small but mighty here at Camp Shorty. You know, I challenge other creators to stop donating 25%, to stop donating whatever percent. Let's go 100%. Come on now. These big creators with 40, 50,000 subscribers, thousands of members. Let's fucking go. Look what Camp Shorty can do. Look what Camp Shorty can do. Challenge. I'm laying it down. I dare any other free Karen Reed content creator to donate 100% of their super chats and super stickers, Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App to Karen's Defense Fund. Let's fucking go, right? Just saying. You know, do something about it.
Fight?
Objection, Your Honor.
He says pussy.
You
I gotta let the dogs out.
You're a bitch, bro. Right?
Correct.
Was that a threat?
Yes.
More of an insult?
Yeah, more of an insult.
Calling someone out?
Yep.
Making them feel bad?
Yeah.
Prompting them to maybe fight?
Objection, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'll ask that question differently, Mr. Jackson.
Also called him a pussy, didn't you?
Correct.
I'm letting the dogs out. Hang on.
Derogatory comment?
Correct.
And then you said KO, bang, bang. Right?
Correct.
What's KO mean?
Knockout.
And what does bang, bang mean?
I'm not sure, honestly.
You were just talking
Hi,
about
Coco.
knocking
Good to
somebody
see
out,
you.
Correct.
And the bang, bang just sort of flowed.
Exactly.
Was that a threat?
Yes.
Bonsoir, mon ami.
And these
Bonsoir.
threats that we've just talked about, that we've just seen, these are threats of physical violence, right?
Correct.
You're not threatening to hurt their feelings or send them a mean text, right?
No.
You're threatening to kick their ass, right?
Correct.
To get physical, right?
Yes.
To ball up your fists and beat the shit out of them.
Objection.
Can you answer that? Will you answer that, please?
Yeah, can you repeat the
Hi,
question?
Cheryl.
Probably shouldn't. You were threatening to ball up your fist and beat the heck out of them.
Objection.
I'll allow it. Is that what you were threatening to do?
Yes.
When you testified in a separate proceeding in July 2023, you actually showed up for questioning.
Oh my God,
Live,
chat. We're almost
correct?
there. We're almost there.
Yes.
And you showed up at the time in July of 2023 with your knuckles busted up again, didn't you?
Correct.
And you were asked about your knuckles at that time, correct?
Correct.
And that time you said, oh no, I didn't fall down on black ice and slip and break my fall with my knuckles like you said here. You said, oh, I hit a heavy bag and busted my knuckles up on a heavy bag, right?
Correct.
So that heavy bag was you practicing boxing, right?
It was me getting cardio, yes.
Which is in a form of fighting,
In a form, yeah.
punching a bag.
Yep.
That's how you choose to do your cardio.
Sometimes.
And you're right-handed?
Yes.
And it was your right hand that was busted up.
Correct.
So when you throw your hardest punch, that's with your right hand, isn't it?
I'd say, I'm not sure. I'd say they're equal.
You're equally strong with both hands.
I'd say so.
So in your words, you could fuck somebody up with either hand, right?
Objection, Your Honor.
You answer that.
Can you answer that?
No, I'm not saying that.
That's all I have, Robert.
Okay.
Boom. That's all he has, Your Honor. Wow. Wow. We made it, chat. Look at us. You all are amazing. Let me do a final tally. Got my calculator. Wait. I'm going to put a song on. Nah, fuck. We've got another stream to go to. Are we going to do another song? Another stream? Are we? Chat, we'll do a little bit of it. We'll do it in parts. Oh my goodness gracious. Mods, if you're too tired, this has been a wild ride of beautiful kindness, generosity, and beautiful stuff. Southeast Sally. Hi. Good to see you. Now wait. So we're up to, let me see. Calculator. 976. Then we went to 996. So plus 20 plus 10 plus, God, my brain, 50 plus 5 plus 69, 90. Oh, wait, fuck. 99 equals $1,130.69. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. That's what's going to Karen's Defense Fund. That's what's going to Karen's Defense Fund. That's what's going to Karen's Defense Fund. Just us. Just you all. Wow. 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 Wow, y'all. Thank you, everybody who's contributed. Thank you for all you people just being here, keeping the vibe. It's wild. I get why it's called Camp Shorty, because it's all intense. Sex outdoors, intense. Fuck yeah. Nicholas Ticholas. Woohoo! Woohoo! Chat is bay. You all are bay. Thank you, everybody. And less than a 100-person chat. Never did we go over 82 or 83. You all are amazing. Like, you all are amazing. Guess better be sending a PayPal to Joey to make sure he can cover it. Yikes. It's not just a couple of dollars. That is wild, Joey. Mic fucking drop. I can't do a mic drop, but I can. Spread the word, chat. $1,130.69. The 69 cents is staying in there. I feel like Mr. Alessi might find that rather amusing. And also, no, I don't think that was the Robert Alessi in our chat earlier. We shall see. This has been fucking great. You can also make your own donation to Karen's Defense Fund if you like. Easy peasy. Please do. Props to all. Replay crew can still donate post-show. Correct. There is a super thanks button. You can do that on any channel, on a short or as long as they're monetized. So yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Cheryl says, sorry, I'm broke after shopping the Shorty store. Same girl. Yikes. Oh my goodness. 0 quid. Up that tally. So everybody who I have, I know who I've got to still put in the list for the merch store draw, which is going to be in a bigger bowl when I've done all the things. I'll put all your names down, including you, Southie Sally. Thank you so much. Straight to Karen's Defense Fund.
I'll take any motherfucker's money if he giving it away. Shit.
And you don't need to be in chat next weekend to redeem the prize. We'll spread the word around the YouTube streets. So now we're up to $1,150.69. Yikes. Like, yikes. Yikes. Hear this. Yes. So we ain't got no quit. We ain't got no grift or quit. Grift or quit. Monetized. Proud of you, Lisa. Thank you. I'm proud of us. I love this community. I'm proud. Southie Sally says, good work. Thrilled to be here tonight. Wow, this community. Love you, Ava's mom too. Chat, good night and have the best week ever. Free Karen Reed. We ain't got no quit. Yikes. We're going out with Chatty's Bay. We'll do a little bit of the stream of the next one. We're not going to get through everything. Mods, if you don't want to do it, let me know and I can reschedule for next weekend. We'll just be fun. Okay. Fun and like learning. 69 watching right now. Could there be a better number to end on? I don't think so. Thank you, chat. Thank you, shorties. Thank you, replay crew. And sweet dreams to all of you. There's a portal, so if you want to stick around for the next one, I'd like to reschedule if we can. We can do that. We can do that. It's like $4 raised a minute. Wow. We can do that. Let's push it to next weekend. Let's do that. I probably need to do other stuff too. Shall we do that? Motion. But it's up to chat. How about you, Amber? What about if you sit out? I think we should do a little bit. Thank you, Lisa. Let's do a little bit, and I can do it in 2 parts. How about that? Compromise. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, mods. Thank you, Joey. Thanks, everyone. Bye, chat. Love your faces very, very much. Oh,
I love you all so very much. We had a blast just chatting and stuff. Things may have gone bit off the rails. Professional when all else fails. 'Cause chat is babe, so much to say. Emotes and all the caps out. May have been cheese, bit faster please. The time has come, Camp Shorty out. We're skating through all the tough things, learning about this and that, defense motions, prosecution, and narcissistic twats. 'Cause chat is babe, so much to say. Emotes and all the all caps out. May have been cheese, bit faster please. The time has come, Camp Shorty out. Community, just you and me. Occasionally, Buster and Poppy. It's a whole thing. Miss Shorty swing. Together we make each other happy. 'Cause chat is babe, so much to say. Emotes and all the caps out. May have been cheese, bit faster please. The time has come, Camp Shorty out. I love you all